mud pit. All right, everybody all right? Good to be alive. Didn't have to do it, but he did. It was hot enough today to rain, wasn't it? I walked out my car. I was like, give me a minute, Robert. It was hot. Man, Jeff, and that little walk to the door, boy, I thought I wasn't going to make it in the door. It was so hot. Did y'all, anybody else feel that thing? I thought I could grab you as soon as you got to the door. I was like, whoo, my hair felt light. I'm still trying to recover. Man, that immediate sun like that was crucial. Right? Nevertheless, Mr. Hood let us make it him. Isn't that right? Did y'all learn anything, Layla?
Yes, sir.
That's right. There she go. Jessica, I was looking for you. I was like, well, hey, put us down? Okay, I see you. All right. That's all right. All right. Good to see everybody. Good to be alive. Let's just try to move out. Looking at the news again today. Well, a little bit glancing through. I tell you what, man, I don't like he gonna get no better nowhere. These folks out here protesting. Everywhere, Greece, they protesting, and the country want to move. They want the police to start being able to come on the campuses. I don't know what's going on with that whole thing. It's bad everywhere. Man, these people protesting everywhere. They all coming out in Missouri, though. I did see y'all sending the Mike for the Mike Brown shoe. The dad had them out. Yeah, they said they want that case reopened. They want the officer tried again. You can't do that. That's against the Constitution. Yeah, they don't know no better. But you know what? There's the truth of the matter of it, though. White folk done tried us more than one time. So we got to start letting them tell them that don't apply to us. As you told us, we're not citizens.
That's right.
So don't use it on us. That's just being honest. If it's wrong, it don't matter how many times you've been tried. Get straight.
That's right.
I don't know what we got to do. We got to start cutting this stuff out. Start letting people insult us with they barbarian intelligence. Isn't that right? I mean, I don't care about what they tell me to do. You done it. You're guilty. You need to go to jail for it. And we need to got to get us some sub to well. I don't know. It ain't going to happen unless we hit the street. Only way to get white people to treat us fair. You got to tell them, so, well, this is what we'll do. We're going to let you be the nigga, and we're going to be the white man. If it's fair, it shouldn't be no problem.
That's right.
And they said, nope. Anybody finna be whooping my behind. That's all we say. That's the only way to change it. Say, what we're going to do, we're going to let y'all be the niggas, and we're going to be the white man.
That's right.
We're going to pull them over and treat you like a nigga. Where your license? Gun! Boop, 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 boop. Walker just start shooting. That's it. Once you do it a few times, they see, and I'm saying it not to actually kill white people, but if they could just experience what we suffer when we do it, then they have a better general idea of what we're complaining about. And all we asking for, the thing we're not complaining about that we want is reparations. All we saying is, stop shooting us, stop beating us, stop mistreating us. I don't know how you can ask for no more than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't even say, let us open the bank up, let us walk in and get an armful of money, each one of us. All we ask these people for is just treat us fair. And the fact that we're at the point we're at now is just really insulting to us. So some got to give. I'm just wondering how much longer for my people to say, you know what, enough is enough, we got to hit the street. The economy has to be stopped. America can't make any money. The money has to stop. That's the only way they'll look down, they'll sit back and realize whoever needs to be, once they realize money not being made, white people will remove whoever need to get out of office. Or they'll force your hand out of office. Listen, I don't care how much they like you, listen. They're going to tell you, listen, we can't make no money, you got to go. Whatever rule it is that causes a problem, they can't get no money, take that out the books. That's how it works. Listen, that's what the people in China doing. They had a deportation rule. They were deporting people, and they've been marked. Now they already looking at it. The woman in charge got to step down. They got to get it off the books. You can change things once people start realizing we can't make money. The problem why white people never change with us because they still been making money while they're doing us wrong. Long as it be, y'all complain about me, news special. Oh, you come to my store, I call y'all niggas, I throw stuff at you, I cuss you out. But you still come to my store, huh? Stop coming to my store, stop purchasing, I assure you, I'll stop or I'll drop. I'll go out of it. That's the only way to get it. Economically, you have to affect them. You don't have to use violence in every case, but the only two forms of change has always been war and economics. Even when they left England, it became an economic issue. They looked at America was competing on the same global, trying to get on the same global economy they were, which would in turn affect England. So it became necessary to fight. They had to fight to get away. Go show me people that just walked away and just started something on their own. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight, or you're going to have to affect somebody economically. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere. So you can believe if you want to that going to the ballot box and reading books and going to jobs will change something. You will never find anywhere reform has ever happened that way. It has always been at the extent of economics or violence. That's the only way you're going to change it. If people are not going to be realistic about that, you guys all grew up during the era. Lancaster, I don't know about you though. Yeah, I don't know. You might have done segregation. I'm saying for the bus, but you were small. You wouldn't remember that. Y'all remember when they couldn't sit on the front of the bus and everything. Now King came out and affected them economically. He came up with an economic move that didn't cause people to have to use violence, but it would just affect them. Don't ride the bus. Right. When they saw how much money they lost through blacks not riding the bus, it became apparent that this is a simple law that could be changed. As long as blacks were riding the bus, the law couldn't be changed because you're still paying. It don't make sense. You ask me to do something, but you'll participate even if I don't change it. Why would I change it? Man beats his old leg, should stop beating me. What you gonna do? Nothing, just stop beating me. You got another ass whooping coming. You say, I'm gonna leave and call the police. You know what? You ain't even worth it. Because now you start to affect this man freedom. He go to jail, he can't make no money. Got what I'm saying? He gonna lose you, no kitty cat. You have to learn how you affect people enough to get them to make changes. America, the so-called Negro in America, KKK, hadn't realized, sat down and strategize on how do you affect them economically enough to where you get them to change. You know how to use violent economics. See, King and all these other people, all these realistic leaders you got, they holler, let's do a blackout for a day. No. You got to black that thing out until it get right, till you white it out. Can't put no end to date. The people in France, the yellow vest, they ain't stopped yet. The Eiffel Tower ain't making the money. Listen, they shut it down. This is their citizens that look like them protest against their own government. All the people we fighting against are the same people their own people are standing up against. People in Russia ain't standing up against niggas. Nothing to do with us. They're standing up against white people that rule the government that they sit under. All the people in China, they're not standing up and protest because of niggas. They're standing up because of Chinese regime. Everybody that stand up fight, it ain't even about another race. It's about their own white rule. Now, how in the, hell don't exist, so we'll get that to the Greek. But how in Sheol does it make sense that we're of a different ethnic group and we know we get treated like flat shit? That's right. And we're not sitting up here and resisting against it. I don't know. When white people march against white people can, and I'm good. All I'm trying to figure out, so what's going on with y'all? It's wrong. It's hate. They can't do this to us. Shit, they doing me worse than that. Where my sign at? I'm just being petty. When you see y'all grew up in the era, white people didn't march against white people. White people marched against us and communism. Yeah. That was the fight. If you was a fascist, we didn't know what it was, but we know they called you when you were going. Yeah. Listen, back during the 50s, early 60s, them folk called them people and say you was a communist. You finna get up out of here. Because white people, that was going to come up against their freedoms. Now, everything that they stood against, getting people out, and they went across the globe, so-called fighting again, is happening here. Where the government rules the people. That was always a fear of people in the 60s and 50s. Fear of communism coming here. Fear of fascism. Y'all know fascism, right? Who didn't know? Who don't know? That's when everything is in the government owns everything. Basically, everything belongs to the government. Fascism. They think that when they go and you put on something, this in style. Girl, you fascism. You in fascism. They're trying to say in fashion, but don't worry about it. But no doubt, fashion might actually derive from it. But just knowing then you know a lot of these terminology that these people give you, white people fought against, is here now. So white people saw their own people years ago already putting this on the scene. This was part of the reason why they wanted to get rid of Kennedy. They felt like he was going to be soft, and he was soft on communism. They felt like he was going to bring in socialism, where he was going to set up a system where we're going to sit around and it was going to give things away to people, versus people being in a capitalist society where you work, you make. If you don't, you fail. That's capitalism. Capitalism could be like a pig. It just eat, destroy. You're not supposed to support it. It ain't supposed to. It don't need nothing to hold it up. It makes it by itself. If it don't, it fails. Do you live in a socialist or a capitalist society? Socialist. They right. How many of y'all didn't know where you live at? How many of y'all thought it was probably both? It's not. It's capitalism for blacks. People of color live in a capitalist society. You live in a capitalist society if you middle. If you poor and if you wealthy, you live in a socialist society. You need poor people. You don't need the middle class. You only need 2 classes, 3 classes to hurt the system. How many of y'all didn't know that? But you need to know where you at. Most of the time you'll watch the average person talk, they'll tell you there's no help for middle class. The people who are going to get the tax refund and going to get the money back is going to be the wealthy and the poor. The middle class is stuck in capitalism. Get out and make it on your own. Pull up your bootstraps. White people don't know what that means.
Nope.
They pull up their bootstrap, they just get off your mama or your sister or your little girl.
That's right.
That's when you pull up your bootstraps. Or you getting ready to kick a nigga in the ass.
Yep.
Pull up your bootstraps. Boy, put on your boots and pull up your bootstraps, get out here and produce, survive. Never heard of it. So a lot of this stuff we talk about is actually just trying to get you guys to trigger you where you'll research, you'll want to know, you'll want to learn. So you hear different, I guess I call them stigmatism, they'll give you whatever it is. A lot of stuff people tell you just can't pay them a lot of attention. You got to watch people because people are insult your intelligence. You won't even know you've been insulted. Yeah, they'll do it to you. You just won't know. You know, people, don't worry about it. Well, that's how it goes. And they say something you don't know, look it up right quick. Say, don't go nowhere. Get your phone, Google. Then you look it up, you find out, then you find they're good. You say, all right, you can go ahead and leave. They're like, what were you going to do if it had been something wrong? Say, I just had you to stay here. You'd have found out. Say something so I can go to Google and find out what it is. They don't like that, do they? I want to help us build a nation that'll actually work for us. Everybody's got a nation that work for us. You know, the Chinese people are fighting against the Chinese government because they know it's their own government. And they know that their government should be enforcing their will and not its own will. They know that the government, the country, the land belongs to them. I'm kind of in the middle. The country, the government don't belong to me. I'm a victim of the government. The people in Russia are fighting against a regime that belongs to them, and a country belongs to them. All these people are indigenous to their land, except for me. Where do I fit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like to go and fight against them. It's kind of like one of the things where 2 brothers get to fight. You try, like, you know, you stay out of this. You know what I'm saying? This is a family affair. Or a husband and wife arguing, you decide that, hey man, or hey, you need to shut up. This is between me and my spouse. So where do we fit in? Then ain't gonna be time to go. Your code showed up best when he heard him talking trash.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you sit by, you just walk by, you hear, man, you a punk. You don't let him take all your shit, daddy. He got all your stuff. You know, he ain't run that and said, why you don't talk to your daddy like that? He ain't even bother with it. He just listened. He went and told his wife. He said, you know what? He said, I can tell they're against me. They're not for me. He said, I'm going to have to get ready and go. You know, he didn't run in there and fight because, you know, a child support obey their parent. That book now. But you know, your code didn't get involved when he heard him talking like that. He just went on here and left. He said, I'm going to go back to where I belong, where I have a voice, where if I intrude or have something to say, have opinion, I'm where it belongs and it counts.
That's right. That's right.
You know, we keep trying to force an opinion, so it don't count. It just don't count. So all we can ask for at best is, you just going to have to treat me right, I go.
That's right.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't need America to give us a play. We'll take it. If enough of y'all stand with, we'll take our play.
Yes, sir.
I know, see, this is what they don't want to do. We're learning about regions and places, actual name and locations. So we know, I know my house. I get home and somebody in my house, I'm not going to ask them to leave. Because you took a lot of energy and strength to come in here. You had to put a lot of stuff on your mind and said, this ain't mine Who they belong to, I'm going to whip his ass and get him. My mind, when I get home, I catch him house, I'm going to kill their ass. Period. So both our minds should have been made up.
That's right. That's right.
Mine wasn't to ask you to go nowhere.
Right.
And if you were there, I was sure you were going to ask me to leave.
Right.
So we're going to sell that right here.
Yes, sir.
Everybody we're going to need to call going to be late on.
Yep.
I don't need you to never think I'm going to need nobody to come sell that but me. Everybody we're going to call later going to be the meat wagon.
Yes, sir.
See, I know y'all looking, it's only, I mean, we're dealing with a situation of you don't belong. There shouldn't be any entitlement programs because you don't belong here. No more than there were entitlement programs in Mizraim. There weren't any. There were only slave work. There were no entitlements for slave. A slave worked till a slave dies, or the master sells the slave. The slave didn't have a voice or an opinion or when and where they had to work or what type of work they had to do. The slave didn't have an opinion or come in or control of when they get off from work. You are a slave. There are no entitlement program for slaves, which means I can't be a slave.
Come on. That's right.
That's the only way it's going to work for me. Because otherwise it's gonna be kind of odd. It's gonna be, how many of y'all understand slavery? Free work. Free labor. That's what it is, free labor. Do you know when you're getting paid a small amount of money for your work, it can be equivalent to slavery? Because the income or the, what we call it, they give you, the what? No, I don't even call it cost of living. What they pay you. The wages, the minimum compensation doesn't meet the labor.
Right. Right.
It doesn't meet it, so this is another form of slavery.
That's right.
That's why white people won't work a certain job. They'll tell you quit, they won't do it. I just work with white people, man. Listen, I learned a lot from white people. I appreciate white people. White people actually put fuel in my tank. Man, I go to me, man, be a mandatory meeting. Them crack tell them, man, that's that coming. And they wouldn't stop. That wasn't the last of the conversation. They tell them where they could shove the job and what it be they kid game. Listen, they tell them that was enough. They're not through. They want you to really understand why they ain't gonna be there. And they'll tell them, okay. Like Jacob, I heard that. Every job I ever had was done. You won't find none of them tell you, yeah, I just get in Tony Smith ad. They'll tell you, not me. It's probably somebody else that wasn't mine. Right. They used to know I love them, no, wasn't doing it. Right. In the store, wasn't doing it. You can forget it. Once I heard the white, I tell them, I said, I called him prayer. I said, that white boy told you. I put white and I made sure I put boy together. Because at this point, I want you to be really pissed because I'm pissed to tell you this. Right. That white boy told you, and they'll be done. Yep. They learn, they tell you, that's enough Tony Smith. Got it. I'm not done yet. I need to stress this to make sure we're clear on what I told you I wasn't going to do. Right. Oh, they knew what it was. Wasn't happening. Because I said, you know what I learned? That job scared will kill you. Yeah. Man, I've done that before. I ain't going to lie, I did. White man saved my life. Well, that thing said mandatory. Do you understand when they put that big M? Do you understand what mandatory means? When I heard that white boy told him we wasn't doing, and it was about a kid game, they told that, listen, and he wouldn't cut it off, yeah, won't be making none of them. Mandatory, done. That white boy told you, they knew that they were done. Yeah. I let them have it every time. White boy come one day, get some gloves, son looking, he said, I need to get some, we work at the freezer, on the trash, he said, I need to get some gloves. I mean, when the draw, he gave him a stack up. I ain't even needing, I just waited. I went out, I said, I need to get some gloves. He said, y'all send him these gloves. I said, hold on now. I said, that white boy to ask you for some gloves. That's enough, Tony Smith. Oh, I did on purpose. I just watched it. I just said, I gave him a minute. I wanted to wait. As soon as I went after him, he said, y'all going through all these gloves. I watched him give the man more than what he asked for. Right there, listen. I just act like I ain't paying no attention to him. Just wait a little bit, went right over there. I said, I can't lose this fight right here. Man, this is an open fight right all day long. And I kept it loud too. But I learned when it escalated too loud, they trying to pull it down. folks watching, too much noise. You know what I'm saying? You're putting too much attention. Oh, I tell you. Listen, the only problem with our people that I start realizing, they want a certain level of fear from you because that fear gives them control. You know who I learned that from? Mr. Yahuwah. Why was it so important when he gave me the Torah, when he gave me the commandment? Why was it so important that Mushana said he wanted to make sure you understood? He said he wanted you to have fear that something would happen if you went against it, you didn't keep it. He wanted you to be afraid. That's what kept us. That fear kept us in a line of obedience. The white man has read my book, and he has learned how to put things on paper and use things, noises, and the white come with tank stuff that rattle and guns and shoot, because it keeps a certain amount of fear on you or from you. You know when they heard it, you know what they heard? The noise, the smoke. Don't you know what guns and what tanks do? The noise and smoke and different things, they're bringing bombs. So what began to happen? You fear. Just testing you. You know, he's afraid of guns and bombs too. Yeah, it's true. Like Chris, come on and tell him, baby, they cold. They just trying to make you think they ain't. That's right. Yep. You know when they're freezing. That man cold too. Man, ice everywhere he's sitting with no shot, they're hollering at him. 97 below zero. He cold, baby. That's right. Call himself a polar bear. I'm not impressed. Y'all hear me? But a lot of that has been the kind of in psychosis just to get you to think that your enemy is stronger than you. Everybody has ruled you by fear. Nobody has gotten the fear. Then even Mr. Yahuwah realized the fear needs to come with a respect. Just like a relationship with a father with a son. You fear father because he's older, he's a provider, and they're law, but then there's an amount of respect because of what he's done. He's earned that. The white man has not earned the fear that you give him. How many of y'all used to be afraid of your dad, he'll kill you, he will kill you, take you out and brought you in? But there's a level of respect that he's earned to get that from you as well. You know what I'm saying? The white man had the fear, you had a fear of him that he'll kill you. He just don't have the respect. That's right. Man, come on the street and put a gun on you, shaking. You scared of him, do you respect him? No. It's only because you caught me at a disadvantage that you got me like this. Huh? You don't have me on an equal playing field that I submit to you and I do this. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Are we out here? We out here. All we trying to get from white America, any other race, is just a fair shake. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's all we ask for. Fair chance. If I make it, I make it. If I fail, I fail. But don't put a stumbling block in front of me. Huh? Don't paint the sign that send me the wrong way and say, listen, stuff happened. No, nothing happened. You intervened. You got me? I need a fair chance without white intervention. See, white people crippled us. At one time, you guys grew up in a time period where our people had a level of respect. There were just certain things you weren't going to do. Just certain things we had. There was a certain amount of dignity and pride. You know what I'm saying? You know, from people, family going out and begging or whatever they did, just amount of pride. Then he found, when he created the welfare program, which was actually invented to help assist white people. White people came to America on welfare. White people came to America on welfare. All whites did not descend to America for liberty. The government offered them free land and monies because they would not come because of fear of failure. It's called welfare. When you hear the story of the white man, this is not a true story. They had to beg them. They had to pay them. These people came in here, and these people roll horses, and as far as you roll, you stick your stake in the ground, and as far as you ride again and put your stake, that's yours. 10 generations later, I'm his grandson. You know what? These niggas, let me talk to you for a minute. What a white man. Get a white man. Me and you white man. These niggas always complain about what they can't do. My great-great-great-grandpappy came here with nothing and got 5,000 acres from hard work. And these Negroes come here with the dancing and the chain, and the Chinese coming with the kung fu. Look at Jonah. Just like me, just a racist. So you see the people come here, and they'll have these stories, and then when you hear it, you'll feel bad. Because you say, wow, if they could do that, then I need to get out here and work harder. When the truth of the matter is, you good white man, son. Leon didn't come on here and earn nothing. Leon was given money. Leon was given a free ride over here, not in the bottom of the ship. Leon was saying, listen, really, he's a lazy ass. If you tell me stick one in the ground and it falls out right, his lazy ass couldn't get but 5,000 acres? You know what? You know what? Me, if my guts had it, this here, we still ride. We on the water. 400 years later, ain't that? They're still riding. Land has 100 acres. You're not lazy, you on a horse. It ain't like this is something new. You're growing up on a horse. Ain't like you're used to the comfortability of a car. Ride. They come along and make you look dumb. They make you look stupid when they put the story on paper because you don't know. Nobody's ever really educated you and told you about these programs. Welfare is not a new program. Whites have always had it. You're the people that's never had it. Nobody never gave you nothing. Mr. Yahuwah had to put it on people. He had to put violence. He had to put detriment on people. He had to put suffering on people for people just to give you back some form of compensation. For Mizraim, they gave us shit. That was compensation.
That's right.
I worked for 400 years. What you gave me?
That's right.
Here go your check. I ain't had to give you the check. It cost you work.
That's right.
You ain't gave me nothing.
That's right.
That's it, man. That's it, man. You know, a lot of stuff. I didn't learn nothing in school. Then I learned one another, put down no paper, get no job, or get out here and really learn what type of forces I was dealing with. You really don't know what kind of forces you're dealing with out here. We fight against forces that are a whole lot more extreme or advanced systems than what we got now. See, when they gave us this system dumbed us down. This system was only designed to teach you so much because it's only giving you the story of the Americans. And that story does not give you the truth. How many of y'all studied and knew about whites getting entitlement program and how they came over? You learned it from school. Well, a couple of people learned that from school. So what did the rest of us learn? Pilgrims. Foreseers. You know what I'm saying? They could see an uninhabited country with Indians already on it. How the hell is it uninhabited? You see engines. I ain't just studied in social intelligence. Just in social intelligence. They took and learned. Everybody, now they crowding out, they all want to go learn how to shoot bow and arrow. Yeah. Same thing they took from the Indian. Yeah. They got them with guns. Now you see a white man, he don't want to just kill, he want to go bow hunting. Yep. Stuff he took, he stole from other people. He conquered them with the weapons of guns and with liquor. He ain't just being with no gun. He really wasn't that straight to shoot them. They ain't I don't believe none of David. I don't believe none of that stuff. I don't believe none of their story. Don't believe. They got them drunk. That's right. The white man did not fight these people on no fair turn or you get the same weapon I get and we fairly fight. The white man got them drunk. Yep. The white man killed his survivor too. Similar to us, the buffalo. The buffalo could protect. This is how they make their tents and their clothes. They made pouches where you could catch them with the buffalo. The meat would carry them over for the winter. So when the white man decided to fight him, the white man gave him a disease. The white man killed off the buffalo and ran them off. The white man gave him liquor, fire water. Then he fought him. You gonna brag about you can't beat me when I was drunk and I was naked. I was dead and I wasn't even finished. I've been throwing up, sick. He bragged like, man, I beat his ass, man. You like, what, for real? Man, it wasn't nothing either. Candy, why don't you tell the people you got me drunk?
That's right.
Why don't you tell the people, Candy, you made me sick?
That's right.
Tell the people, Candy, I hadn't ate. What I'm gonna do when I'm hungry? I'm weak. I'm feeble. Then you struck me from behind. I mean, hey, he couldn't fight. He can't fight. I can't fight drunk. I can't fight sick. I can't fight hungry. I can't fight naked. Unless I'm Greek or Roman.
Yeah, right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all want to get y'all new pals that come on here and teach y'all about the love of Jesus. Because there's a lot going on. It's too much we don't know. We too ill-equipped. We just too ill-equipped. Okay, we're trying to move on. I don't know. It's just bad. It's just bad what we've been told about, what's been given to us, and how these people that have betrayed us are demons. Y'all know how many of our people have walked around with the burden of they cannot be saved. Man, in Christianity, in real Christianity, you know there is no writing of you being saved. Hello? There is no writing in real Christianity of you being saved. God is white. Jesus is white. Heaven is white. The people that are white, there is no writing of you being saved. This is why the Mormons ride bikes to come through to tell you this and try to show you. It is not a religion that entails blacks being saved. That's why you don't have no pictures of you in it. People don't want to be, you don't want to be honest. They don't want to be honest. You don't want to be honest. It's not there. It's not there. So the whole time while you were loving Jesus, Jesus wasn't loving you. Whole time while you were serving God, God don't even know you. How many of y'all know God? Now we don't be stupid. We don't know him. Now we don't know him. This is dangerous because you're supposed to know your enemy. You should know your enemy. They're not going to send a military out to fight an enemy they don't teach them about first. It's going to be descriptive to identity, to behavior, to regions, to tactics. So you find the enemy, you don't even know who he is. God got a wife. Your God got a wife. They found it in 1967. Here we go. There they go again. So he's been in religion all that time. They didn't even know what year is it now. 67. That was 50. That was almost 50 years ago. Was 67. Ooh, no, that's 51. 52 years ago. And y'all didn't even know God had a wife. Then in 67 they found her. She's in heaven. She sit on the side of him. They think I'm making this stuff up, don't they? You find it all the time. You were taught. When were you ever taught about God had a wife? Were you ever told that? Did you go to like a theology school or something like that? Would you taught that he had a wife? 1967 they found her. You fighting the enemy. You fighting. You're in something. Listen, because it's all theoretics. So you can create and fabricate as you go. So you unskilled in a religion that he lied about anyway. You going to a place that don't exist. You serving and praying to somebody that they made up. And then they gave a wife in 1967. What are the people going to do that died in 1966 believing God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost? And they missed the wife. What are we going to teach for the people that died in 1966? You know anybody that died in 1966, mother? Or before that? Do y'all know anybody that died in the 60s? Before 67? Mother, you know anybody that died? Your mama died before 1967, didn't she? Your mother died in 1966. Am I correct? July. Did your mama believe in God? I'm going to put your name on that board. You don't know about you don't know if your mom, did your mama go to church? I don't know. What was my grandmama doing? But I'm just saying, for people in here whose parents died, or y'all had parents or relatives that believed in God, believed in Jesus Christ, that died before 67, they didn't know the whole truth. They didn't know God had a wife. Now they got to go back and send them folk to hell now. That don't exist. Now they got to go somewhere that don't exist because they didn't know something that didn't exist. This is how far the rabbit hole goes when you sit down and play with these people. So they keep you where you're always unstable. You're always lacking information. So how do you ever make perfection? I was trying to do it, get my people. Listen, if I was y'all, I wouldn't keep coming back here. If I ain't gonna do nothing, I wouldn't do it because it's crazy. It just throws me. I'm just so thrown with this whole system and stuff you see, and now you become more conscious of words and different statements that being made and different things you watch. You like, I was getting ready to watch a movie. How many of y'all got Amazon Prime? If y'all have Marjo, any of y'all have Marjo, so y'all have the Fire Stick. Look on Marjo, you can just put your cursor on the movie, and it'll show you the little previews of the movie. Y'all seen those on there? It's one, I forgot the name of it. It was going to, the movie looks like great. It showed who sponsored the film. And you know who was actually the name of the company that made the film? Europa. Listen, and it had a figure of a woman with wings on her back. It was I said Europe. They know what they're doing. And the fact, it didn't just say Europa. It showed the woman leaning on something that, look like a little like that little twinkle bell with the blue wings behind. I said, why would you attach that to a movie? Why would that be the name of your production company? Because the average person don't know Europa, so why would you even catch it? Then how you been taught, Twinkle Bell looks just like the Tooth Fairy. And that attached you to the fairy godmother. And everybody know ain't nothing but good came from them. Twinkle Bell actually helped Peter Pan. You keep seeing these little things they give you to try to show you the good in them when your book only told you about them as being Russia. I got it. I got to go. These people are dangerous. Because I'm like, you created a company, you said I could name anything. We call it building block. Well, how about Europa? And we'll get this little image, the Nike shoe. The Nike, another Greek phenomenon they create. Why you needed that? Listen, when Josh told us about that, we looked it up that night. We stayed up late. We was getting ready to leave my house. We was standing at the front door. I was like, Nike. I said, first of all, probably just like we need, it's pronunciation. I remember they told he said, no, he got that wrong, brother. He said, see, a Nike is like a person carry a message. I don't know, it sounded good because I want to keep my Nike. I was like, it don't make sense, but it sounds good. I'm going to go with that. We wrote, I had Andre at the time. We composed a letter. Couldn't get it. Sent it to Nike. That's what we do. I said, that's what it might be to them. But to us, it's something different. Wrote that letter, he composed that letter, we sent that letter to the Nike Corporation. Nike sent me a letter right back and said, yes, sir, buddy, that's what we did. Listen. I ain't talking about when nobody told me. Nike Corporation sent the letter back and told me that's exactly what it was. They said that stuff, the shoe was not selling. They brought a woman in who said to come up with the idea to call it Nike. The Greek gods, whether it's supposed to be a speed or whatever it's supposed to be with that thing. Listen, victory. So that's when they said she came up with the swoosh. It's a swoosh is what it is. And said that's how they came up and they used, and the shoe took off from there. That's right. Listen, and told me, if you bought anything from our Nike store and you got it, we'll take it and we'll give you the money back. They said, otherwise, give it to charity. I had to throw them shoes in the trash. I had a bunch. We had probably like 60, probably on 90 pair of shoes. So I had to put stuff in my last. I took back the store. They took back. I bought some. I used to buy so much. Them devil shoes had me buying them demon shoes. I buy them demon shoes. I didn't realize how much stuff I had. Y'all might have the Nike whole John. I said, God, you don't know how much stuff you have. You start boxing that stuff and box. It hurt it. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt it. I bet some kind of way them folks just apologize or just change it. You be looking. If y'all can fix this. I struggled over Adidas and Reebok. I had to struggle. They're gonna be tight. They wasn't making nothing. It's still tight. Then they got that squeeze me around the ankle all the way up to my kookaburras. Folks, users. But they knew to put us in that. And our people are the major people that wear them. White people, Zaconis, New Bound, making it. You know, other shoe called triple what your shoe called. They'll let you look good for and Nike always had a sale. Always got it. I don't even look at that side. You walk, you be like, what them is? You said, that thing said, come on closer. Come on. You know, that's a Nike. Then you go, you said, that thing look good though. But we're learning just, all of them just showing you how many forces are working and attracting you from TV to shoes to clothing. Everybody working us. Everybody working. They came out them British Knights. Ain't that right? They've been working us, ain't it? They've been working us. Whew, that's all right. We'll try to move on a little bit, talk to y'all a little bit, try to get on out of the way. Y'all know, I done bored y'all enough. You know, ain't got nothing to talk about. What we gonna do? Is the show still on, the movie? We gonna film the movie again? What's the name of the movie? Sensible. Part 2. It's a family show. Go ahead. All right. I can't use that ending on the show though. Eternal Kudash Abba in the Shem of Yahusha HaMashiach, we palau before you Kudashim, asking you to have recome upon our nefesh, which is our soul, ask you to blot out our kata, ask you to barak us according to the berith of Abraham, Yasakat, Gekol, the Yahudim, and Yasharal, that which you Shabbat. We ask you to blot out the kata of us, our benim, and of our abbas, before it's everlasting too late. Barak Jerusalem, your Shamayim, your Sabut, we palau before you that your will might be made manifest, not only in the rocks, but in our basar, which is our mortal bodies. Ask you to keep out nefesh that we kata not, which is sin. Ask you to barak those watching in, those that are hearing the sound of my voice, those that had allowed to be here, not able to make it. We ask you to console, conceal, and keep, protect, lead about according to your everlasting recome. Let your heart be spread abroad in our basar to keep us. We ask that your debar might marshal, might shaw over our basar. We ask you to make us ready and meet for your use. We ask you to search us and try us to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the debar of our mouth, meditation of our law be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we palau that you take full control. That you get the kabod and the kabod, and the Yahushua HaMashiach get the tahalim. In his shem we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Let's get the projector out too. He woke us up. Started us on our way. It wasn't for us to go in error though. Man, it was so sunny and pretty today, you never thought on the rain, wouldn't it? But who is talking? Sun out there barbecuing, think you finna enjoy yourself. But Yahuwah say, it finna rain on your head, hop on. Our collard green can come back now to full strength.
Yeah.
What you think? Can they recover? Oh, that rain make them recover. I told him we went out that third. I said, yeah. I said all it needed. I said, Mr. Yahuwah, he just ran on it. He can make them recover. That's what they'll do. They'll try to count us out like they do them collard green. He'll make them recover.
That's right.
I guarantee they ain't gonna consult nobody else. I got Elohim and Yasharal.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I console him.
That's right.
Since it's raining, we might be all right from the fan. I don't know, man. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I ain't scared of it now. Don't be scared to plug it up. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to hear is based on a true story. But the names have been changed. Tony Smith, clock in and get to work.
Yeah. Romans 15:4. Y'all know I'm here 3 times a week and twice on the Shabbat. I just came up with that. Maybe they could put in the Zamar. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
So whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning,
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
that's what we're looking at. Ain't that right? We got to get us some hope. Ain't that right? Y'all all right with that?
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't want no hope?
Yes, sir.
Goodness. So we look at what does it take for us to make sure we get this right. Let's look at something. Matthew. Let's see, 12, and I'm saying, we'll read 12 and 34. Let's see what that's saying. See if I got rushed up. Matthew chapter 12, verse 34. Listen to the book.
O Tuledoth of vipers,
O Tuledoth of what we call Nakash is the Abri word for snakes. Listen.
how can ye, being Rasha, speak two things? For out of the abundance of a lob, the mouth speaketh.
Y'all hear that? So now we got to look at what we've been stuck in with all these people from the Romans to the Greeks to the Americans, which came from Europe. I don't know how in the world these people can speak nothing no good. I don't know how they can speak no good. They're being honest with you. Everything that's done to it come from the heart. They lie to you. They blame stuff on you. They cheat you. They treat you wrong. And you got to look at their heart. What's in the heart? They say going to make manifest. Why you think the things that happen to you, it ain't happen to you just because of chance. He gave you to a people, that's the type of heart they got. That's just being honest with you. Listen, let me tell you something. As bad as I do not like the system that works against us, it does not make common sense to go and start killing white people. It doesn't make sense to just grab white people and blame stuff on them, to rape their kids and their women. Does not make sense. It's not in my heart.
That's right. That's right.
It's not in my heart to pull a white man over and blame him for everything everybody has done and then shoot him, drag him out the car, beat him, lock him up, hang him in a jail cell. Does not make sense because it's not in my heart.
That's
you got to
right.
look at these people you're dealing with.
That's right. That's right.
The man told her the best time he ever was honest and tell her was in the Wizard of Oz. The man told you he needed a heart. And you kept playing with him and you thought it was a joke. The man told you he didn't have a heart. He tried to tell you he didn't have courage and he didn't have a brain. These men were white. They don't want to talk about that, do they? Man, tell it to them, they still don't want to hear it. Listen.
A tube each out of the tube treasure of his lob bringeth forth tube things.
Listen.
And a Rasha each out of the Rasha treasure bringeth forth Rasha things.
Good catch, I saw that. Listen.
But I say unto you, that every idle debar that Anashim shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the yom of judgment.
Listen,
For by thy dabarim thou shalt be sadak.
by your word you shall be shafet. Or you say you shall be judged, or you shall be
Justified.
righteous. Justified. Okay. Yeah, sadak would be just. I don't know what sadak word for justified too. All right, we'll agree.
Yes,
we
sir.
concur. Yeah.
And
Hold on,
by-
you made it. You came on your own.
Yes, sir.
I knew it. I knew he throwed it out there and just called and got it right. But that thing would have came back though. Go ahead.
And by thy dabarim thou shalt be condemned.
Yes.
Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Adon, we would see an ox from thee.
See that? We talked about that last night. That's what they want to look at. They want to see an ox. What happened?
But he answered and said unto them,
What did he tell them?
A Rasha and adulteress Tuledath seeketh after an ox,
But what happened?
but there shall no odd be to it.
See
but
that?
the odd of the Nabi Yehuna.
See that?
Yuna.
So now we're looking at people that looking for ox, a sign, just like we do. But I have to gather just from the reading that we have to have a particular caring in our lives in order for this to work for us. The people that came before us had a caring, had a yearning for it. So it made sense for them to be able to see it or to catch it. We missed a lot of stuff. Now they're asking this man for an ox because that's what we're looking at. And we know that the son was one of the ox. And you would just so happen to be talking to the son of man by their interpretation. We know Shamash for son. We know Ben for son. But yet we'll correlate these together. It makes sense to ask the son for an ox. Wouldn't that make sense to y'all? If you're looking for one, it's going to make sense that you seek it in the Shamaim or on the rise. Let's see. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah. Yeshayahu. See if it's 7 and 4. Let's see what that say. They call it Isaiah 7 and 4. Probably 7 is what I want, 7 and 7. But we'll work it out. Let's see. Listen to the book.
And say unto him, Take heed and be quiet, yara not, neither be faint lob, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of Razin with Syria, and of
We're going to use Syria for real?
Amram.
When we learn better, we want to do better simply because, it's a reason for throwing us off like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Aram will make sense for us exalted. We need to know about Ram. You know what I'm saying? All this makes sense in our conversation. White people use stuff that makes sense for them. They ain't gonna let you call Gettysburg nothing else.
Nope.
Virginia and none other places they got. Because those are places where their founding so-called, they've line fathers established stuff. Wrote bills and declaration. They ain't gonna let you call it no other name. Go call an Aubrey name, see what they tell you. They'll tell you that ain't the name of it. That's not what we call it.
Right.
And I appreciate if you call it what it is.
Right.
The rising where they set up and where they done was in Virginia, and that's what we named it. Then why you gonna let something that Elohim named for us and then you gonna go and call it by some other Shem?
Right.
Because it's to cause you to forget.
Right.
All they give you anything is to cause you to forget. It didn't seem important before, but it do now. Listen.
And of the Ben of Ramaliah, because Amram, Ephraim, and the Ben of Ramaliah have taken Rasha counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Yehuda and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a malak in the midst of it, even the Ben of Tabal.
That make sense, y'all? We did the same thing. We took Yahusha and they told they put him between two thieves.
Yeah.
They tell you going to come and they're going to vex Yehuda and they're going to take him a lot and sit him in the midst. They told you they had a title, and on the two they put he was the Malak of the Yahudim. I guess it don't make sense. Ephraim would just be the head of Yasharal. All right, listen.
Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim,
Yeah.
it shall not stand,
See that? It shall not stand.
neither shall it come to pass.
What happened?
For the Rosh of Amram is Damascus,
You see that? Damascus. He said that's the head of Syria, that they call Syria. What has happened?
and the Rosh of Damascus is Razin. And with 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a arm. And the Rosh of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Ramaliah's Ben.
Yes.
If ye were not Ammon, surely ye shall not be established.
See that? If you don't believe, you're not going to be established. So what you think they're going to work to do when they gave me this book? They're going to work more for me to be scattered than to me to be brought together. So they gave me this book. What the intent for me to get this book for us to get together? This book was not intended for us to get together. This book was intended for us to be separated, to be dispersed, be kept from one another. Same way they did when they brought you over through the slave trade. You want to keep all of one tribe together. You disperse them because you keep confusion. So they learned that when they set up and they built the tower. You know why the people stopped building the tower? Because they couldn't do what? What was in the communication they couldn't do? Huh? They couldn't understand one another. How far we gonna get if we don't understand one another? How far we gonna? Why y'all think the so-called Negro hadn't advanced yet? Because we don't understand each other.
That's right. That's right.
It's not hard, people. When you sold slaves, you didn't sell the same type together. Because they get together, they'll wind up trying to come together and they'll try to overthrow the master. So you put different tribes, they can't understand. He's stupid. He said, I'm stupid. Because we don't understand. I can't get nowhere with that stupid nigga. He telling you he can't get nowhere with this stupid nigga. So get what? Master keep the slaves.
Yep. That's right.
Now while we'll let them unify and come together on is English.
Yep.
And because we're different tribe, diverse, we don't trust each other. See, the problem you got with all our people and the reason where we come from, everybody's superior.
Yeah.
Every tribe feel like they're superior to another tribe.
Yeah.
So I would not dare to say this man is smart than me. He wouldn't dare to say I'm smart than him or even equivalent. So they give us English. And we both just stay here and stay slaves. When we talk and we tell tales and stories, his story is not the same as my story. He tell me back when he come from, he a prince. Where I come from, I'm a prince.
That's right.
He tell me what his region like, what did my region look like that. So I'm saying he lying, he telling my story. He said I'm lying, I'm telling his story. So we just stay here in America, we stay slaves. Y'all don't know you people been working here since you been here? Oh man, we can't get together now. Zach down from Cali, we get together. Zach, you know what they say? Man, y'all southern man, where y'all talk man down here. We say y'all nothing up there, y'all are idiots.
Yep. Yep.
Our stories are different. They got beaches, we got lands.
Yeah.
We got plums and
Yeah.
we got peaches.
Yeah.
We got muscadine.
Yeah.
And watermelon. They got strawberries. You heard what it came through and say, they said, ooh, look at the strawberry. So they said, all right, there y'all go, still in California. So they come on to the south. But I'm just saying, you see, even those are diversity blocks.
Yep.
So when I come from New York, they, man, where I come from, your home, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got the Florida people. They're going to be more out of them. They mix in with the Bohemians and with the Haitians and with other nations. So it's something, we all just stay so diverse. So we can't actually come together. They don't say they don't work there. Everybody gonna rep their state, rep their shirt, rep their hood. And all our hoods and neighborhoods and shirts all being controlled by one person.
Yep. That's right.
We don't make them shirts, they make them.
Yep.
We didn't create no zip code, no area code. They gave them to you.
Right.
Nigga, well, I'm 7 on something, 9 on 4, nigga. Nigga, 4 nigga. AT&T got a nigga out here, man, better tell some shit about 4 7 on 6. What in Mississippi?
That's right.
662. Hell, now we got to call 911.
That's right. That's right.
Playing around with some numbers. None fell out with each other.
Yep. You're right.
And none of us created it. It's always something they control to keep us divided. And you know the whole thing, like, if you keep walking, you do know you can walk from Georgia to California.
Yeah.
Which means all that shit connect.
Yeah.
You ain't swimming to get there.
No.
All the land connect together.
That's right.
The white man just reaching out part. We got part of Jerusalem where certain thing you get here. So it's still Jerusalem.
That's right.
That's certain thing you get from Lebanon you can't get from Yasharala.
Right.
It's still connect together.
That's right.
Man put a surveyor line out and mess our mind up.
Messed us up.
He done messed our mind up. He done drew a line that said from Texas and created Texas and told Mexico that's your line.
Right.
The Mexican ain't doing but coming home. He come to Texas.
That's right. That's right.
Ain't like he's somewhere he ain't never been. Oh, hell, the man done went to Canada. The man crossing back and it was his.
That's right. That's right.
You say you beat me, you ain't beat me fair.
That's right.
You cheated, you got me to say, I can't read that stuff. You say X markers, just put an X down now. We've been playing tic-tac-toe. You just gave that shit up right now.
Yep.
They done told you X marked the spot. Same little game you playing years ago, y'all didn't know, that was a signature. That's a signature. Still today, there are old people that cannot read that use that. That is a legal signature.
Yep.
Got them playing the game. How many of y'all know that's a legal signature? That's how people would sign. I don't know what. Y'all, how many of y'all done signed a document before? Probably ain't never seen it before.
Yep.
Putting it, tell you where to sign at. Because they would put the X on the line. This is how people, those people couldn't read. All they said, just put an X down. First you got you with a handshake. That used to be good. They need some stamping crook. You can say you didn't shake the hand. Just put an X right here. Then we go to and these people argue, this your X.
Yeah. Yeah.
Foreclosed, go to jail for playing right here. This is a sign.
Yeah.
Y'all all right? Good. It also go with your tooth. It's like, where do you think white people got that from? That's a sign. They would tell you to sign. If I sign, all you had to do was put a tooth there.
Right.
The tooth is a sign.
Fine. That's right.
What did you ask the man for? A sign. He gonna have to put an X on the line, people. I don't know where we at. How you gonna be smart than these people? These people been playing the whole time. That's the man's signature. So when the man was on the tooth, don't y'all know the man signed? He signed. That's amazing. That's amazing. People play us the whole time. Y'all keep playing, having fun. You're just going backwards. You're playing on the people that's too advanced. These people, listen, these people have taken your technology. That's technology what you have. Stop thinking technology is just computers and algorithms. Technology. We brought in things that were innovative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We were innovators. We took stuff here and we honed it for them. We showed how it actually worked better. Hell, Mizraim would have failed had we not come. We taught them people how to store and stack. When Yahuwah told us bring you all the time, well, what do we know about the storehouse? There's a place put up. There's a place where we put up that we know we're going to come back and we're going to need. Y'all don't do that. You waste up everything you got. That's why you in a predicament and the condition you in now. When he brought Yahuwah, he knew what to do. All he said, listen, don't interpretation belong to Yahuwah? He said, listen, this ain't hard to figure out. We got 7 years where we finna get here, they're gonna be productive and we're gonna be prosperous. We got 7 years coming behind it where it's gonna be number detriment, it's gonna be poverty. We're gonna take the good and put it up, and we're gonna go around and we're gonna use this good, we're gonna put, and we're gonna take from these people that got the wealth and that got the good, and we're gonna take it from them for something to eat. Why is it everybody keep taking from you? How you been reading this book and this in your book and you ain't learned yet how to come back and make these people give you back what belong to you? You can take these people good for food. You don't have to have necessary weapons of war every time to beat this man. All you got to have is intelligence, and your law need to be right. Your intent need to be right. Everybody has learned from us. How you think white people getting your property and getting your stuff? What you'll do for your family to eat? What you'll give up and let go? How many of y'all got something here you wouldn't let go if it could benefit your family, you wouldn't let it go? Good. I know you will. You'll give up whatever you got to have to help your family they can eat. You provide that take. Ryan said no, but he probably didn't hear that question good. You'll give up what you have of a natural state. I'm talking about, I mean your salvation. But if it's a car, if it's a house, if it's a coat, if it's a jacket, if it's rims, if it's money, whatever you had to do to take and provide for your family, don't you think man don't realize how to get that from you? All you got to do is put you in an impoverished state. I got it from your book. That's what they did. They came to Yahushua. They gave up all their goods. That's how he became wealthy. All he needed was a storehouse to put it up. He realized these niggas will be hungry after a while. First thing we do, we throw something away. Everybody gonna need everybody doing good. Listen, you won't find a continual time that the economy has done well. The economy basically runs well for about 7 years. 9 most. Tell them to show you a 20-year good economy. Don't see these voters. Do y'all know? How many of y'all don't know what I'm talking about? You didn't know that. Just look it up on your computer. Look it up. Use your computer. Find them a 20-year set where the economy been doing well. It doesn't. It traditionally crashed, which means they bring it back and they sell you on the promise of it's back, building, doing great, going up, no recession, because that's how they got to do to keep people in the game. You got to keep lying to them. Yeah. So people forget, you just came out of housing market crash. It hadn't even recovered. How to do a better shit still on people's credits?
Yep. That's right.
Trump ain't even been in office 7 years. People lost so many houses on the Obama administration, they brought Obama in. I told y'all, Obama was a white man's savior. Yep. Obama ain't did that for them, for the white people.
That's right. That's right.
They did the same thing that Pharaoh did. He brought a nigga in to fix it.
That's right.
That's when they brought Obama in, a nigga fixed it.
Yep.
Nigga, the only one to take a box of grit hell and make a meal out of it.
That's right.
Put some sugar on one side, salt on the other. Fold up, make a hard like bread, make a sandwich with it.
That's right.
White man got a 6-course meal. Almost died. He don't know how to survive without us.
That's right.
Obama was there at Yahushua. Why you think they sat that man up and made him the high ruler in their land?
Yeah. That's right.
Honor the people that set him up.
Yeah.
I done seen that story before. Y'all keep going, see my class playing around. You should be burning up real soon. Y'all can't afford to put you too far behind. Y'all too far behind. Nobody taught y'all no real plan, no success. Come on, finish this up right quick so I can get out of here. Man told the folk they don't even believe they ain't gonna be established. Yahushua told them something they need to believe. He told you need to believe for the work's sake. He told them, no, you ain't gonna be established. That's how dangerous it is when you reading the book, you get a teacher, somebody don't get you so far, you mess around, you forget to Aman. You're not gonna be established. I wouldn't take the book if I don't believe the man. I just gotta make sure I just walk through it and make sure I try to catch these little curves he throw at me. Huh? Because it's kind of like baseball. You'll swing at something, they go back and show it to you. You know it didn't cross the plate. It looked like it came when you swung at it, but you out there now. That man will carry that thing, throw you something up, and drop it at the last minute on you. This stuff you got a while. You be sitting there, why ain't you swinging at? Because you don't see what I see. You know what else they'll do before I put a man on the bed? Listen, they don't let no man just go to bed. You need nobody to pitch him. Oh, everybody know who pitch him. That's gonna be key to know who pitch him. I didn't know everything he got. His slider, I didn't know his curveball, I didn't know his draw. All I gotta watch for. Even till I watch the way he lift his foot up. The way he lift his foot let me know which one he gonna throw, because we study him enough. They don't know nothing about what I'm talking about though. Don't worry, don't stick yourself out there. I had a man one time told me he played baseball. He was trying, I said, what's the one just throw your, we would just throw an imaginary ball, just throw your ball, the gloves on their hand. He said, no, the gloves on their hand. He said, I said, we just looked at, I said, we said, you throw the ball with your glove? He said, hold on for a minute. I said, we thought that was good. We ain't seen enough. Well, we thought that was good. He tried to, when we thought, man, that joker scooped the ball with the glove hand and threw it too. I said, yeah, we said, yeah, I ain't seen enough. He trying to think. You good. We don't sin enough. He ain't never got to worry about short of what you did no more. By the time we pinned him down, he won't admit it. He really stayed in the dugout. Oh yeah, when we went through it, so when you start picking away at him, he ain't going to admit. He said, I really didn't play. We were like, man, for real. He remember me. He ain't been in the dugout. I bet that joker sure enough eat some sunflower seed though. But the whole thing becomes you need to know something about the people that you're playing these games with. If you're going to be successful in winning. Y'all got me? Now we're in a situation where we're trying to make sure we get their plan of salvation right. But we're kind of lost on regions. We're kind of lost on understanding about these things. So now we're trying to go through and make sure we get a clear, precise understanding. Y'all got it? Because there are places that we need to be. Places we need to go, but we don't even know where they are. All right, let's see. Let's see how they work out. Did we finish Yeshayahu's 7th chapter? Did I finish this up yet before I get back over here? Listen.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. This is 7 and 10 of Yeshayahu they call Isaiah. Listen to the book.
Moreover, Yahuwah spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a odds of Yahuwah thy Elohim. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above.
He did. Who he told him to do that to? Ask who he, no, I said, who did he tell him to ask that? Okay. Listen to the book. What did he say now at verse 10?
Moreover, Yahuwah spake again unto Ahaz, saying,
What did he say?
Ask thee a odds of Yahuwah.
Ask Ahaz a ot. That's what he said. I don't know how y'all repeated it. He said that then. Listen.
Thy Elohim.
Elohim. What do you want me to ask him?
Ask it either in the depth or in the height above.
Yeah.
But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt Yahuwah. And he said, Hear ye now, O Beth of Daoud, is it a small thing for you to weary unashamed?
Yeah.
But will ye weary my Elohim also?
That's good. Bang me back over, son. Over at the 12th chapter. Where you left off about 36, 34, 40? All right, let's sit down. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 40. Listen to the book.
For as Jonah,
No, bad mail. I want verse 38.
yes, sir.
Listen.
Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Adonai, we would see an ought from thee. But he answered and said unto them,
I'm so confused right now. Because he just got through reading at 7:10. It told to ask Yahuwah Elohim, and now they asking this man.
That's right.
So confused. What happened?
But he answered and said unto them,
Yahuwah do what?
A Rasha, an adulteress to the doth,
Do what?
seeketh after an ought,
And
and there shall no ought be given to it,
I couldn't imagine. Well, listen.
but the ought of the Nabi, Jonah.
For what happened?
For as Jonah was 3 Yamim and 3 Layla in the whale's belly,
What happened?
so shall the Ben of Ish be 3 Yun.
I'm confused now.
Yamim.
Because 7 and 10, for me pick it up right quick. Something threw me. 7 and 10. Did y'all hear what he just read? That was 12:38. 7 and 10. Yes, Yahoo. Can both of y'all hold those and we can read them together?
Yes, sir.
All right. 7 and 10. Listen.
Moreover, Yahuwah spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a odds of Yahuwah thy Elohim. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above.
At 12:38. Matthew Yahoo. Listen.
Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Adon, we would see an ox from thee.
What happened?
But he answered and said, A Rasha, an adulteress to Ladoth, seeketh after an ox, and there shall no ox be given to it,
Except what in the Shamaim?
but the ox of the Nabi, Jonah.
Where was he at?
For as Jonah was 3 Yamim and 3 Layla in the whale's belly.
Where was the whale at? On what beach? In the deep? Who was you supposed to be asking? And where Yahuwah asked you to ask for that? No, he told me in the depth first. Amazing he started at the depth. Let's finish up the 12th chapter.
For as Una was 3 Yamim and 3 Layla in the whale's belly,
So shall what?
the bin of Ish be 3 Yamim and 3 Layla in the lob of the Arats.
See, actually in the depths. Listen.
The Anashim of Nineveh shall Zarak in judgment with this Tuladath.
Y'all hear what happened? Y'all hear what he told you about the men of Nineveh? They're going to rise up in judgment with this Tuladah. And what's going to happen?
And shall condemn it,
And going to condemn it. Tell them why, son.
because they repented at the preaching of Una.
Y'all hear what they did? They repented at the preaching of Una. What happened?
And behold,
And behold.
a greater than Una is here.
It's tight. It's tight. Can y'all imagine what the people of Nineveh did? They repented. They repented when they heard Una. Let's see what happened so we make sure we're right. The book of Una, chapter 3. Say that 3 and 1. Una, they call it Jonah. Listen to the book.
And the debar of Yahuwah came unto Una the second time, saying,
What is he saying?
Zarak, go to Nineveh, that great city,
Go well.
unto Nineveh,
What happened?
that great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. So Una Zarak and went unto Nineveh according to the debar of Yahuwah. Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city of 3 Yamim journey. And Una began to enter into the city a Yum's journey, and he Sa'ak and said,
What is he saying?
Yet 40 Yamim,
40 Yamim.
and Nineveh shall be overthrown. So the arm of Nineveh, Ammon, Elohim.
Y'all hear what they did? Y'all see what they did? They believed him. What they do?
And proclaimed a fast,
And proclaimed, what is a kafar? Listen.
and put on sackcloth from the greatest of them, even to the least of them. For the debar came unto the Malak of Nineveh, and he Zarak from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth, and sat in ashes. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published through Nineveh by the decree of the Malak and his nobles, saying, Let neither Ish nor beast, herd nor flock taste anything, let them not feed nor drink ma'in. But let Ish and beast be covered with sackcloth, and Sa'ak mightily unto Elohim. Yea, let them turn every one from his rasha way, and from the violence that is in their hand.
Go ahead.
Who can tell if Elohim will turn and repent, and turn away from his fierce anger, that we perish not?
Yes.
And Elohim saw their works, that they turned from their rasha way.
And what happened?
Elohim repented of the rasha that he had said that he would do unto them, and he did it not.
Wonderful. Beautiful. When these people heard Una come in and tell them that Yahuwah was going to destroy the place, and 40 Yamim, they repented. Sat in sackcloth and ashes. Because they said, who know whether Elohim would be recome to them, would be kind unto them, and would spare them, and would not destroy them. And Elohim saw their works. He didn't destroy it. This has nothing to do with you. I'm thinking about my soldiers. How many of y'all fought in Afghanistan? None of my soldiers, ex-soldiers fought in Afghanistan? You was in Afghanistan? That man was funny. That man was fighting clergy. Any of y'all fought in Iraq? 3? Like what places? Baghdad. Who? Kuwait. Anybody else? Huh? Out of province. Nineveh is actually Mosul. Mosul. It's a city outside of Baghdad. That's Nineveh. It's in Iraq. The people you have there inhabiting it, they will never tell you it's Nineveh. They will never tell you that. It's Mosul. It's a place that these white folk gone ahead and they destroyed. They blown it up. They're fighting over there. You know why? They're trying to make sure these people don't rise up and condemn them. Because those people will repent. Had nothing to do with you. Other than the people that actually ran that place. The Assyrians run that place. How many of y'all know what Assyrians are? How many of y'all don't know what Assyrians are? It's good. This would be your brother. He would be the second son of Shem. Yeshua. They would tell you they're Assyrians. Because that was your enemy would have you to know. He's the second son of Shem. Shem is where we all we derive from. You know what his name means? Successful. You didn't know that he told him to go to Nineveh. He called it a great city. All the places that entail about it, why would he want to go and save some Muslims? Or would they have been Muslims? All the places they give you is just to throw you off. He told you that. It was a great city. Why would all of him saying repentance to them? Why didn't they tell it like Pharaoh told Musa? We don't know no Yahuwah, that we should obey him. Or did they know him? Because they repented at the preaching of him. It became a commandment from them a lot that they should take off their stuff and they should put on sackcloth. You know about sackcloth. How did they know about them? Because it's just easy to teach you about Nineveh, a place that don't exist. A place these people make up and give you anyway. What would you know about it anyway? Then you know what city connects to Baghdad, and what Baghdad is what? Iraq? Y'all don't heard of Iraq? And what great city was there? Babylon. Good. Let me see. If you use Babylon, you're speaking Greek. That's not the name the Akkadians gave it. It's Babel. If you want to do the line, you got to do Valvalim. Because it's not Greek. The Greeks gave you Babylon. Why would they tell you that? All the stuff they give you is just been what he told you. Why would you check it to see anything else? You got a discipline of Greek in your book. You got a discipline of Latin in your book. Then it's transgender with English. Why would they tell you any different? It just makes sense when a Jamaican break out, Babylon man. He know what he's talking about, and he don't know what he's talking about. He just know enough that the white man gave him. I don't know why Africans would think they would be superior. I don't know why any little coastland would think they'd be superior. All the stuff you got is Greek. Greek, Latin, discipline. The whole time you've been saying you've been fighting these people, you can't win. You go and you dictionary look to find the man gonna pin you down. He gonna give you a W, it's still gonna tell you right back in his lap. He plays with you the whole time. They never gave it the name Babylon. That's Greek. Then you got these little American cities over here. And you know they always smarter than us over here. These little towns and country, little regions. Everybody's so beautifully smarter than us. And don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Like the book said, they don't know nothing as they ought to know. The people y'all fighting against, the people we playing against, these people have worked us.
Yeah.
These people have been working for thousands of years.
Yeah. Come on, preacher.
We ain't talking about no hundreds. We're talking about thousands of years. These people have worked this system that you guys are trapped in.
Yep.
Who know where that's at? Tell them where that's at. Who know where it's at? Y'all know I can't spell. I can't read. Because that's the name of it. It actually means city of the angels. California people are so stupid. They're the lost angels.
That's right. That's right.
These dumb bastards don't even know where they come from. Anglo-Saxon. They're angels. These are the people that came in and conquered and settled there. They came in through Britain. Britain brought them in for defense. After they were actually conquered by the Greeks. After the Romans had left them, the Romans didn't teach them how to fight. So they teach about these people, the people didn't know how to fight. White people don't beat you out, you don't went and took boxing, they took it from you and done got it, and you don't sit here and you gonna fight me with Queensland rule.
Right. Right.
If they knew how to fight, tell them to explain to me how the Anglo-Saxons got there.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
They're not native there. They were brought there.
That's right.
So you sit around and you play with people, and white people tell you they're Anglo-Saxon. You know they'll tell you they're angel? You sit here playing with people that tell you they're angel to your face. How you gonna win? How you gonna win? All these people play you. Now all these people run under different entities. I don't know how they spell it now, they'll be all right. These are not the same places. The different islands. Sovereign nation. The UK is going to be a combination. Wales, Scotland, England, as well as Northern Ireland. That's why you have your Celtics. Your Celtics all derived from Germany. They were going to be an extinct race. That's why it kept moving. And now you got them, you playing basketball. You got the Celtics battling the Los Angeles. And next week they're going to fight the Phoenix Suns. How you going to win? How you going to win? You got the Los Angeles, that's Anglo-Saxon, that came invaded, were brought in and conquered, and these people just all playing you, and they just put in the sports, and you just play with it. Now you're a fan of some Los Angeles that don't exist because you play with mythology. People just play it the whole time. They'll brag about coming from Los Angeles. I'm a Los Angel. Just got to put dust behind it. We play around with people got a system that's working us the whole time with him. That's a whole lot deeper. Stuff that seems like it's just nothing to us. It's got to be something else. Why would they do it? You know, for years in the early 80s, the biggest battle used to be the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. The Celtics. What's their belief? That's the practice, belief of multiple gods. This is what the Celtics believe. If I spell it wrong, it's still right. Because they're wrong for doing it. Celtics. I'm a Celtic fan. Or believing in many gods. Now, mind you, I'm just looking at, I like the shooting style or the player on the team or players, technique or coach. I hadn't subscribed to no gods. Or have I? Everybody been working us. Don't forget now, poly means multi, many. Let me ask you a question. You ever heard of a parakeet? Poly wants how many? I teach the bird to be stupid. Poly want a cracker. Poly is multiple, many. I don't know. So much stuff people play with. Well, here we go. I know they're going to say poly the name of the bird, but poly is many, so it's got to be more than one.
Yeah.
So all them birds going to eat one cracker? They sit around and play you so you won't think.
Yeah.
But poly by definition means multiple or many.
That's right. Yeah.
Then you got on a shirt and it's polyester. You got many esters in that shirt. There's more than one ester in that shirt. But just looking at how people play, but then they'll tell you, not then. So they got convenient way, that's why you can't win an argument, because they're going to change up.
Right.
Now you're taking things out of content. Because I don't want to use it now. I want to use it when I want to make you look stupid. When I look stupid, then you're being dumb.
Right.
Because you're trying to hold me to something that I taught you or I told you. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Goodness. So we got a lot of work we have to do. We sit down and start looking when people just give us stuff and give us location, how important it is. We got to learn and we got to watch that Nineveh was a great city, Mosul, that sits right outside of Baghdad in Iraq, which makes sense, while the United States military and other countries will be there and occupy and bomb it and blow it up. Who wants to be condemned? So you tear it up. You change the name. You move it. You put other people that are occupied. Just like the Anglo-Saxon. When white people tell you now that they're Anglo-Saxon, you got to find out, do they really know what they said? They know what they said. This is why these groups can't be touched. See, when he told you wrestle against principality and these ruachs in high places, you wrestle against people that put themselves on a status class. What do you know and what they told you about an angel? Then they come along and stick it in your book. So white people taught you and gave you this book and got you to fear an angel. Beware how you entertain strangers, Leon. Because I could be Anglo-Saxon. I don't want you to get hurt, boy. Huh? Or be Los Angeles. These people conveniently put stuff on us when they get ready. And let you move and put you out here, and the whole time, you don't even know what, we have no idea what we've been playing. These are just small little minute things that we look at. But how many things have these people worked us on and took it and put in this book on them? To gain themselves fear. To gain themselves reverence and respect. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
These people working us. They don't just call it Britain, they call it Great Britain. That's what they call it, Great Britain. They know exactly what they're doing. We don't know the difference. They know. That's all about them conquering regions, putting them on them. These folks tell you, Great Britain? That's what their prime minister being. Great Britain. See, you argue why you talk, you don't pay attention to translation when they talk. They'll tell you about Great Britain. Then they'll tell you about the UK. Watch them in conversation, because these are two different entities. I wonder, could it be like the U.S. and the United States? You do know they're talking about two different entities. The U.S. and the United States are not the same entity. You just think it is. These people don't know this stuff, do they? How many of y'all didn't know that? Because you just thought it's short for United States. Why wouldn't you? Did I tell you any different? Speaking from a white man's mouth. Just like you thought Great Britain and UK were the same thing. It's not. That's what a parliament said in Britain. I say all that and I see y'all looking like I don't know. Like I'm losing it. We sit in these places. We play around every Shabbat. Wednesday night, what we doing? Do y'all understand? And we sit in that these people had a system that they have set up way before we got here. These white people knew eventually we were going to read. That's why they created the Negro Bible. The nigga Bible, they knew eventually you were going to be able to read. They wanted to make sure that when you did, you still in advance. White people claim the thing is how smart they are a degree. You got it from their university. All you learned was psychology, what is physiology, philosophy. All he do is keep getting you with stuff to trap you up. Everything to deal with the mind. All his studies going to play with your mind. That's exactly what he do. He plays and he twists and plays games with your mind. And the book told you to consider Yahushua, who endured contradictions lest you grow weary. So when it makes sense to tell me about Jesus, weak, puzzling Jesus, no fight back Jesus, love everybody Jesus, who said he would desire that the place was already burning. Let's focus on the fact, why would the man come to say the rock, say he would hope that it was all he would, that it was burning now? Why wouldn't you tell me that so I could focus on, he actually had a mind wanting to see it burn? That when he went in the temple, he found practices going on that he did not agree with, that the book condemned, that he threw it out and overturned the tables. That he actually hit people physically. They won't focus in on that. He physically hit people. He saw behaviors going on that shouldn't happen.
That's right.
Why wouldn't they tell me that?
That's right.
So I wouldn't know, I wouldn't pay attention to that, because it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about everything. There is an order and a discipline that should go on in his house. Hello? He would have taught them about the other nations around them. Their whole teaching was about other nations around them. The Hittites, the Jebusites, the Kenites, all these different folks. Their history involved them knowing about the people around them. What tactics they would use. If his daughter was a Hittite, I would tell him, don't marry his daughter, because your daughter would turn my son-in-law and he would turn from Elohim. I know that about you. And as soon as I meet him, he tell me his name, Carrie Hittite. I know about you. Ain't nothing. We don't need to, we good. Once I learned his name was Carrie Hittite, I already knew. White man get you with Smith, Jones, Taylor, Williams. You don't know nothing about him, huh? Go look where he come from, the Smiths, the Smites of the town of England. Where the angels were here. This was the city of them. When they got to California, they were lost. Now I got people that sit here, white people that know about Los Angeles, and people know about England, know that just watch me like a fool. No, I don't know this. No, I'm at a disadvantage. Why would I think you would be calling yourselves angels? That's why they're sitting so disrupt and dismay now. That's how important it was for us not to deal with these people and to stay away from them. They move areas on us and territories. They'll do that. At the 10th chapter, see that Aleph, Malaki. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. Y'all look so sad. What's that? Malakim. We talked about it a little bit later. I said it at 10 and 20. I've been letting them see a little bit. Live streaming. I know ain't nobody ready to tell them that. We ain't the only people, not by a long shot. I know people not telling our people the truth out here. They don't care about it. None of it makes sense. But the reason why you stay at all this going on. They just all of a sudden named the place in Georgia Athens. Another place, one of the worst pagan places on the ever written recorded. And you just go stick an Athens. You got an Athens in Alabama, Athens in Georgia. They keep putting these places in for a reason, and you always stick a university. Making sure it all go together. Because they're all going to go right back to their philosophy. That's why you get drunk there. That's why you tap and do what you do. You don't have to just keep the name, you just keep the behavior. Go look at any town where you put the university colleges at and see what the people behavior is. Drunk, sex, homosexuality. All the practice of the Greeks and the Romans. You ain't gonna find one university ain't gonna have. It's so bad they had to start suspending them from the university, get them out of the university. It's that bad. The death, the killing, the rapes, the drugging. Supposed to be an institution of learning. Well, white people go ahead and do all their practices.
Oh yeah.
Skull and bone come out of colleges.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting a casted butt naked, masturbate. Tell all your deepest, darkest secret.
That's right. That's right.
Can you imagine that? Who come over there? Hey man, get in the casted butt naked and jack off in front of us, start telling her, what? Not interested.
That's right.
Got so bad one time the Capitals up in Texas up there, and what was that peer review? The guy convinced them to eat donuts from around their penis.
That's right. Yep.
Oh yeah, put donuts around their penises.
Yep.
And let the guy Jonah, you eat the donut from around their penis. The fact that everybody came up with that.
Right.
The first nigga might first your ass out of him.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
who finna be doing this? Where you get that from?
Yep.
And the fact the other nigga, they agreed to it.
Yep.
Oh, they got a video of the Q-Dog. A whole bunch of, the Q-Dog, they big for hate homosexual. Oh, known to hate homosexual. Got all them big niggas in that homosexual. Somebody just video all of them sitting with their stuff, all of them gay. Huge, giant room, all these big, giant niggas in here gay.
Yep.
Don't nobody fool, they'll pull you in. Listen, what happened to us is we done mixed in with these people and we don't know about them and we think it's safe. A lot of people, we joined, it was like a club where you got brothers, we together, brother lock, arm in arm, we help each other. Hey, when you get out here, you make it, we put each other up, we connected. We got a code whole time. They had another code, another intent.
Whole nother thing.
Whole nother agenda, they supposed to pull you off.
Yep.
They'll pull you off. Everything we done came into with these people did never hurt us. It's never helped, it's always hurt us. So I had to come back, we had to look at this stuff. This is Olive, say that Olive, Mala Akeem 10, about 20. I'll try to get y'all out of here. I can tell y'all bored. They don't want to know nothing about this stuff. Now hurt their little feeling. You ever done hurt their feeling? I used to be a Celtic fan. I ain't know nothing about no angels. I know nothing about no believing on no gods and no practice. I didn't know nothing about it. I just none of the team. Whole time people don't work, man. They got the 4-leaf clover up there the whole time working. 3-leaf clover, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You got to. Then March you start playing with St. Patrick's Day. Where you wear green in honor of their God. You'll go to, and then some man, you go to public, and they'll know what them folks will do. They'll sell you a shamrock. How many of y'all seen people raising money saying they got a shamrock? You buy a shamrock? I'm thinking about helping. You said what the kids needed help. Would you like to purchase a shamrock and help a needy family? Whole time they had you buying money, help service, and worship their God.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Pilot. That's why they got the 3. How many of y'all thought 4-leaf clover tell you get a fuck for a good luck? Whole time they playing with us. Look at it, you got 3, then you looking for 4. That must be God's wife. They just tell you get a 4, you just look for a 4. I was a camera, you look for the 4-leaf. They said that's the one that lucky. So it is. Had that little reefer stain on Psalm 23. I never did get nothing either. I was hoping something gonna come. Mine just withered up in there too. Mine was sank. I wasn't hoping that Bible back up. Once I found it, I wasn't gonna find that thing anyway. I didn't know what that was in there. Just the fact though, they sold us to that. And then they gave us the practice of putting it inside the Negro Bible. Too many hanging that day. They took it back. Go on down. Yeah, don't worry about it. You been gone. You waking back up. You good. That ain't too slick. That's somebody got your eye. I could do that, but for me it'd be guitar. It's just so many different things have attacked us and going on with us. We just kind of got to know better. My goal is I want to go back. I want us to go back through and walk back down through and watch some of these areas and learn some of these territory because they all have a reason for them. Yeah, they all have a reason. Where they set, most of them, on the Tigris. The Tigris. That's one of them that come out of Adon. They call Eden. Why wouldn't it be successful when the waters that come out, the Tigris they gave the name to, come out from the garden of what they call Eden? Why wouldn't it be successful? You're getting water that's coming out from a place where Kai life began. Don't you see why whites are invading what they call the Middle East? Because that was the garden they call of Eden, the garden of life. And the waters came out will only give you life. So why wouldn't whites go and invade? We keep thinking, oh well, white people have a spiritual connotation for why they going there too. You just don't. Why would they tell you they're spiritual? When the whole act of these people going here and fight is about spirit. That's how they can get country to go with them and ally like Germany, England. These lost angels, all these people trying to go here and take. They looked at your book. The Beni Elohim came down here. They didn't come to England or Los Angeles. They're trying to get you to believe they left there and they went over there with Yaphet. Everybody working you. Everybody working you. Let's see what happened on here. 10 and 20. Olive Mal Akeem. Listen to the book. And they don't know why in California why they got so many European behaviors. That's where style come from. Yeah. When they hit England, it comes straight to California and New York.
That's right. That's right.
That's their passes.
Yep. That's right.
They got the same European. That's why a lot of them keep going there, running straight over there to Europe.
Yep.
Europe, because the practices are right there practice. They got the same practices.
Right.
When the angels got dispersed from England, then they wound up popping over there and took them another city. Now they the city of the lost angels. That's exactly what they're in the city of angels.
That's right.
But they lost because they're supposed to be over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Yes,
and 12 Ari stood there on the one side, and on the other upon the 6 steps. There was not the like made in any Malkuth. And Malak, Shaluma's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold. None were of silver.
You said all the what now? All the what now?
All the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold.
Why are you talking about Lebanon? That's where the Muslims at. Listen.
None were of silver. It was nothing accounted of in the Yamim of Shalomah.
What happened?
For the Malak had at sea a navy of Tarshish, which the navy of Harim. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold.
The neighbor who?
Tarshish,
Tarshish. Bringing what?
bringing gold, and silver, ivory, and apes, and peacocks.
Every 3 years. So what was Tarsha? City well. In Lebanon. 10-1. Barashit. They call it Genesis. Listen to the book.
Now these are the Tuledoth of the Beni of Nuach, Sham, Kam, and Japheth.
That's where everybody came from. Listen.
And unto them were Beni born after the flood.
Listen.
The Beni of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Mashak, and Tiras, and
Go ahead.
and the Beni of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah, and the Beni of Javan, Alashah, and Tarshish.
Who?
Tarshish,
What happened?
Kittim, and Dodanim. By these,
By who?
by these,
By who?
by these,
Well, what?
the isles of the Gentiles divided in their Beth.
So now we got a problem. Because y'all just told me that Tishar was in Lebanon. This was one of the sons of who they called Japhet. Now they just told you that these were the coastlands of the Gentiles. Tishar was a part of Spain. Write it down. Spain. It later became Lebanon. See how the cracker gonna get me, Leon? Because when I go and tell him Tishar was in Lebanon, he said, "You smart. He just picked that up." He don't know I got to check behind myself too. You know what I did? I don't write nothing down. Y'all knows I can't write nothing down. Keep it all up here. One time I thought I had that number. So you know what I did? I went on the paper here and I left. Who know what I went to do, Dane? Checking my rippings. And these crackers in trouble, I done found out they done played with me.
Hey.
It was in Spain. Shalom was getting this stuff coming down from the Isle of Spain. It was an ancient city. You won't find it now. See, what white people started doing with us and how they got rid of, how they trap us, they started doing, we talk about archaic. Y'all was taught about that. Y'all taught about antiquity. See, this is stuff that you know antique. You don't use antiquity, do you? Nobody who use archaic? Who use these words? White people do. Because they know this is stuff we put away where niggas can't find it. All we know, let you go and say, you look now, you're tossed it. It is. It's in Lebanon. That's not where he was getting it from. He was getting it from Spain. Why would they tell you this? Why? Why would you need to know this? That will show you some of the same thing you found these people doing with Helcelostes, where these folks will bring him goods right down into what they call Ethiopia. They were shipping. Shaloma is still recorded as one of the richest Malakim they ever had on the planet.
Yeah.
These crackers try to teach you about the Rockefeller, the Rothschild, anything to keep you knowing about Shaloma.
Yep.
If people from Spain were sending him this stuff, what does this tell you about my nigga?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Man, they come with something silver. He said, man, ain't nothing in my house silver. I ain't calling it cheap. I just won't wear it. What you do to man tell you, you get your little silver right there, put that thing in your pocket. Be like, look your little silver necklace on there, put that stuff in your pocket. Like, yeah, I see what you're talking. Yeah, that stuff is. Yeah, go a little better. Man, that thing blind you with science.
That's right.
Well, you're blinding me with science. Can you imagine that man say, ain't nothing in here silver? What are we gonna do? Why would a white man want me to know about? So now he see a young man walk around, soon they rap. They ain't gonna see what they got. Everywhere. Nigga, go, they just looking, cause white man watching you.
That's right.
He watching you.
Yep.
He been watching you. He already done picked up stuff about, he know you picking this stuff up from somewhere.
Yep.
They don't have no sense to even know where this come from. Now where would Spain get this stuff from? Spain would have got it because Spain had already came down and stole it.
Yep.
See, what hurt you when you read this book, you got to remember, during your time period, there were other acts and feet going on.
That's right. That's right.
When these people came and all these folks done moved across and you start dealing with these different groups, you talking about stuff happened in 22 BC.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
This 2,000 years before the coming, they'll put BCE, before Christian era.
That's right. That's right.
Them crackers big came down and done scoped you out and stole and took.
Yep.
When you put a man in the house, they got to bring it back. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Crackers ain't gave us nothing. You took it.
Yep.
Now you got to return it. Same thing we done found out when you deal with Babylon. They had a decree written that stuff was supposed to be returned back to the belt where it was took.
Yes, sir.
That search should be made.
Yes, sir.
Search these cracker stuff. Stop it, white boy. Let me check your shit.
That's right.
See if you got mine.
That's right. You got it.
He don't like that. That's what hurt. See, what we have to start doing and what we're going to do, we're going to create the show where we're going to try to pin a timeline beside ours so you can see what was going on for your time period and during your time periods. That's how you got a lot of name change. They throw stuff off and throw stuff around because these people were there. But our book writes a lot of recording about people in our regions.
Right.
We know that he's talking about places beyond, but these places that didn't have names for us. Hell, what are we going to be doing in Spain? Nothing. Nothing. Another break off from Italy.
Yeah.
You know, break off. A lot of that stuff, y'all don't know that either, do you? We got a lot of work to do, don't we? We got a lot of work we got to do. You go to that area, they don't know that, do they? A lot of these folks break offs. They fought, they broke off. A lot of these people don't listen. Y'all don't know about this. Henry Grady tried to tell me, and I would tell y'all in the words of Henry Grady, shut your mouth. You don't know nothing about white people. Shut your mouth. You don't know nothing about these people. Y'all know how, listen, we know nothing when you're dealing with these people. It's too much recorded. A lot of work. A lot of work. We can do it though. So that's what our goal will be. Y'all good with that? Yes, we'll go back through live streaming prior to this and I'll cut y'all back off. Because we got some work to do. Well, we got to go through. We got to go back through, watch people, run down to them, timeline them. Got a lot of work. Who I told to go ahead and do it?
Nobody.
That to keep. Wow! Don't do nothing till we tell you. Because a lot of work. We got to make sure we're accurate.
That's right.
I'm going to pull some people. We're going to do some work. For the sake of our young people, everybody need to know what's going on. Y'all know, we ain't doing nothing though. We need to make sure everybody know what's going on. So how you got to watch it like Tarshish. See how we got them. Look it up. Look at them. Show them where it said Tarshish is. Where it say it's at. Before that, where it tell you? Oh, I didn't even know they were checking my hand, but that's all right. Where did it tell you it was before that? I mean after that. Look up where it's at today. What we going to do with these people? You live, just think of how many years we limit ourselves just to this book. And back when they wrote, now King James perversion came in when they said the only thing they wanted in this book. See, when they went back and decided to transgender over William Tisdale, the only thing they want to do here was just put what the words meant. They didn't want no footnotes. When you get a King James with footnote, that's not original James. They did not want that stuff in there. All they wanted was the word and a meaning of it. That's it. See, when you start looking at stuff up, and why we got to do a lot of work and why we got to move a little slower, because even when you start using lexicon Greek, they will use certain statements you have to watch them for. You know what it will say? Of unknown origin, probably. At that point, you stop. Because you don't know. It's going to be real hard when the people ain't here and you've erased the people. You know what who know what the day is? Do anybody know what the day is? Besides Shabbat. Besides Sabbath. Where's the Martin Luther King? August 10th. Besides August 10th. National Indigenous Day. Where islander people that have almost been erased are going back to reclaim their language. Today is National Indigenous Day. They are trying to hold to their language, and they don't know that. Why this ain't on your calendar? Why this not on your calendar? Why would these people be going trying to get back and get to their language? People are erasing titles. That shit they put in Australia with the Aborigines, they told them don't use that. They've been cut them off. They said do not call us no. They looked it up. The Arab is Latin. It means no. I tell the man I'm an Arab original. Wasn't original. Native first. But now I put Arab in front of it. You mess with me, boy? I'm Aboriginal. Interesting. Where did you get him? My people got. You see, they playing you for a fool in the conversation. You study explaining, thinking you know what you're talking the whole time. I only asked you to make you look stupid. Right. I said, what's it? Why people have played you? Hey, that's interesting. That is interesting. They ask you about your religion. Ask you something. So you're a Jew? They ask you, oh yeah, I'm a Jew. Son. That's in that play. So this stupid ass nigga. Interesting. So you're like, oh yeah, this guy. Enjoy talking with you. Niggas still don't know shit. I can go tell everybody else we safe. Because once all these people start recaning and start capitalizing back on their language, they're gonna go back and look at their resources. They're gonna look at their food. If I spoke that language, where was I at when I spoke it? Where I was at, what was there and what were we eating? What were we using? Who were ruling over? They know they're gonna lose control. They don't really go back and learn the language. Don't learn something go else with it. What do we eat there? Where were we there? Where were we at? What did we wear when we were there? The 70s got white people scared for a while. Niggas started braiding their hair. They had the dashiki. Y'all had mood rings. Y'all won't even live. They don't know about the mood ring. Man, you have a ring, it will change colors. It will show you said, the ring will set there and it get dark. What a lot of us get happy, and the ring will read your mood. How many of y'all remember the mood ring? We got rid of that. So you'll know the approach now. You saw that ring dog, you know, don't fuck with me. Now, you know what? It's hard to read you now. He called me a hypocrite. I couldn't discern the sky. The Shamayim. Because it was bright and it was good. That's a good. When he was dark, he ain't talking. He angry. I had a ring that let them know when they saw me, don't fuck with me. I'm angry. You know I was in a good mood. We know how to greet each other. Soul brother. Because we connect. Soul sister. Huh? That's how we were. That's gone now. That's how they do it. Y'all won't even live a life. Y'all remember that how it was. It was like that. You a little kid, why they come? What's up, soul brother? You home, you like, You know what I'm saying? That's soul. We feel you here, brother. You know, when Elohim came, we could feel it. Do you not know we could feel him? When he went over us, we vibrated. Don't y'all know what happened? You put two Elohim together, we vibrate. In the white, listen, the Greeks mimicked what I had and got titan and came up with clash of the titans. So when the guards fought, how to play vibrated and moved, they mimicked me.
That's right.
Mimic these white people, except for these clothes. There's a lot of stuff we got to work on. It's going to be a lot of work. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
It'll look like it don't have a significant, but it'll have a whole lot of significance. Because once you can start paralleling and start watching during their time period, see, you don't get times in your book like that. You don't know that. White people give you 516 AD BC. When you go Christian, you got 70 AD. That's when your kick off. What happened 69 AD? 63, 10 AD. See, your date time period are Greek.
That's right. That's right.
BC, Christ, I don't be walking around talking about, man, it's 2000 BC. Where am I get that conversation from? Who will walk around marking this stuff down there? Hold on for a minute. I'm trying to think. What time it is? Like 10 BC? Nigga, you mean NBC.
That's right. That's right.
You expect me to believe this man's time period is marked off of my son, and he would keep a number like that. 21 BC, 16 BC, 1508 BC, 300 BC, which means once Mashiach came now, that means that crowd had to go all the way back and start marking time. Because now, according to Yahusha, they asked for a sign. Wicked, adulterous generation seek out the sign, and to them shall none be given. How the hell these crackers, hell don't exist, Sheol these crackers can give me a time period of 2300 BC? How could you know in 2300 years he gonna be him? And you already know to call him Christ. And the problem I got is the Greeks and Romans don't have any God. Zeus is not a Christ. Apollos is not a Christ. None of these entities that come out from them are Christ. Anointed one. Why don't they have one? How did you give me one and give me that connotation? How did you predate before he got him? And you were count time before he got him. And I had to look for a sign. I can't find out when he coming. I can't find nothing he got on. Told me it ain't for me to even know when it's going to happen. But they knew it. I got to count time by going back, counting the age of people that came on the scene. Count Adam, first man, died at 27? What was it, 931? How Adam lived? 9 what? 930. That's all I got, 930 a year. Then I got a pin off of him to get to Noah. Count Noah, time how much he done lived. Now I got a couple of thousand. After that, what I'm doing time? Where I'm at after that? Do I have Yafet? Do I have end of their time period of living? I just got names of people, no birth dates, no death dates. Just live good old. What was the time period date when Abraham came on the scene? How many people got dates of 2,300 and you name it off of him? I got some dumbass who won't even believe he came, and these folks tell me they kept time off of him. Then they're going to give me AD, the year of our Lord. Whose Lord?
Right.
You telling me people that don't like me, that sit here and mess my book up, all the dates run on when he came and when he left? They don't even know when he got up. Daddy, listen, you keep an accurate date like this on the Roman rule now. Let's just use common sense. You done predated that man before he got here. All the time been kept before he got here. The man come on the scene, man lived up probably 33 years and died. Hell, you don't know he supposed to get him in 3 days? You knew before he got here he was the Christ. You know all that before he got him. You didn't know he gonna die in 33 years. You didn't know he gonna get him in 3 days. Well, I better tell you to set a watch, cause we heard him say it. You didn't know that. You didn't know 3 days he gonna get up, but you just knew he was coming, and you been keeping time. It ain't gonna be important for you he gonna get up from this after he dies. His death not gonna be significant? Which tell me somebody been lying. Time is not kept correct. It make no sense, Chris, for me to keep 5,000 years of records coming to, and I'm naming it, BC. It's all called BC. Everything how I can get the time and the BC. Then you can go to the store and buy BC. If I go to the store and buy it, I can't buy it nowhere else in the library. I can't buy it nowhere else. Somebody had to tell me he gonna get him in 3 days. They didn't know he gonna get him in 3 days. That's the most significant part of it. The fact he's getting up.
That's right. That's right.
That's going to start the rule of his Malkuth. And I ain't got enough sense to know I had to be told to set a watch there. And I was told David he got up that estate was going to be worse than him coming. Because prior to him coming, the people were looking for liberation. When he got up, they were going to get reparation. Wouldn't it make sense for me to stop and prevent him from getting up? Why don't you find any writings in your book where the Romans and Greeks came together searching out after he got up? The man still came and showed himself in the cities. You know what? You just have to just believe and just pray. Believe to receive. Not after hearing it, does it make sense to y'all now? The set right to look at it, some just don't make sense when you catching all these time periods of time. How are you keeping time measured out? It would make sense we would have done it and we didn't have it. All we had was Tuladar. They were counting their based off of people's lifespans.
Yep.
Abraham lived 100-some years. Guess what a Tuladar was? Approximately 100 years. He could not tell them something BC. How people get us though? Well, we've been got. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, tricked, run them up. We got a lot of work to do. What we'll do is take our time. Anybody with me on this?
Yes, sir.
We together on this, y'all? We gonna search this out. What, y'all know we got at stake. Why are these people playing around? Everything. We got everything on the line. Everything on the line that we got to fact check. Everything got to be fact checked. You can't take stuff for granted no more. How you come back? So after he came, you said BC fell in the scene once he got him. Because you said, now all this happened before he got him. When? 2011, August 5th. When? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Seriously? The Greeks and Roma are known liars. known liars, admitted liars, university established liars, global liars. You know how many people go and study in Europe? Because that's where it started. They took Europe out and set themselves up, and you came. Y'all playing around these people. Y'all don't know nothing about these people. He named another one of y'all fat sons. Killed them. You call him shit him. That's in Cyprus. Right other side of Turkey. That's what they fighting for now. Kill them, shit them, they call them. It's actually who came in too and believe they have conquered Jerusalem. Their name, if I be correct, mean warriors. Everybody that went out were fighting to get back. You got to remember, these people were all dispersed from where we all started. It don't make sense to do just like everybody do, home in. A lot of times y'all have family reunion, you will have them back at somewhere one of the patriarchs were, grandmama and granddaddy was at. Some place where the family grew up and started out at. Where the majority of the family was. It only makes sense for them to come back and go back in this place. There's a lot going on. When you watch the news, you hear places like Cyprus, you need to pay attention. Kill them. Turkey is now fighting to try to get Cyprus. Europe wants to keep it. All this stuff going on, your book records these people going out from you, from Newark. Record all these people coming out, going out from now. Y'all all right? It ain't important. Yahushua tried to tell you about some other places. About Tyre and Sidon. They're not important to y'all either. Why? Because Lebanon, 25th chapter of the book of Bereshit. Listen to the book. Boss, do you look at this up in the Arbory? This 25th chapter, he can help us out here. Listen to the book.
Then again, Abraham took an Asha.
How many?
And her name was Keturah.
How many?
And she bare him.
How many?
An Asha.
Is that what it say? What does it say? Huh? I hear you. 25 and 1.
He said, Abraham added to wife whose name Keturah.
That's good. Did y'all hear what it just? Now I never read that. He just told you he added. And Alberid told you he added. This is what Chris just told you.
Yes, sir. Then again, Abraham took an Asha, and her name was Keturah.
How did you take this? Ma'akim, one of y'all explain me how you take that.
Yes.
Did what? He didn't have one before?
Just
or
took
again,
one.
it means he took another one.
That's right.
Again, mean he took another one. When in your mind did he take this one? After the death of Sarah.
That's right.
Tell them what yours said. I ain't even read his. Don't make no difference how I get it. Listen.
Abraham added took wife whose name Keturah.
That's all I need to know. Listen to what Chris read. Great, listen to Chris.
Then again, Abraham took an Asha.
I need y'all to look at this. And again, Abraham took a wife named Keturah. What happened?
And she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan,
and Jokshan,
and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shuah, and Jokshan begat Sheba, and Dedan, and the Bani of Dedan were Ashurim, and Letushim, and Leuim, and the Bani of Midian, Ephah, and Aphar, and Hanak, and Abida, and Eldiah. All these were the Banim of Keturah.
See that? All these were the Banim of Keturah. Y'all got it? Listen to this.
And Abraham gave all that he had to Yasakah.
See, what did he just do, guys? What did he just do? He gave everything he had to Yasakah. Why y'all think I'm trying to trip y'all up? Listen.
But unto his Bani of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave.
We found a problem, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
We heard concubines?
Yes, sir.
Because this didn't tell you that. This just left you stupid.
Yeah.
This just told you about Keturah. Now the man just told you, if you pay attention, he had concubines.
That's right.
That's why you found he said that Keturah was added. I ain't even read that. Go home and pray over what you just read. When you pray and ask God in Jesus' name and get your answer, you see how much different that made what he just told you? When it just told you he added Keturah. That makes sense that he had concubines and that he sent them all away. Not just hers, he sent the concubines away. Their seed. White man didn't want you to know that. So the Greek wrote, he left you stupid so you couldn't be saved. How many wives did Abraham have? 2. You real smart. You do know a concubine is a wife. That's one you take by slavery.
Right. That's right.
By captivity.
That's right.
You could get that from that book?
Nope.
That book told you that?
Nope.
You read that and then got that. You die and you go to heaven. Because you done told people you got 2 wives. That's why you pay me. See, there's some stuff God don't want you. See, when we get to heaven and we sit down, then God gonna tell us all about it. This ain't important for you to know.
Yes, sir.
How many of y'all never knew this? That's dangerous, ain't it? Because think about it, as a Christian, you've been told not to leave this book. This is God's infallible word. Listen, baby. My pastor, you tell her this. If God got something better than this, he kept it for himself. And that's how we believe it. When you read and you understand it, that's one of the things God kept. How he kept it, and the man just told you, he said the man added. You only add to some you got. That's why I call it the King James perversion. So a lot of the people that you fight with, a lot of people you hate, and this is why they put the Arab people over here, because those kids that dispersed from him. Tell them where they went, Chris.
And Abraham gave all that he had unto Yasakah, but unto the Bani of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave Barak.
What happened?
And sent them away from Yasakah, his den.
You said send what?
Away from Yasakah, his den, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country.
Well, you know what? Now as a Christian, I don't know where they at. How they? She don't know where they at. The man just told me send them to the east country. He will send them where the sun, what they would call Asia.
That's right. That's right.
We don't know where they at now. So when the white man comes, when the Greeks come, when the Romans come, they're going to take these areas of their land and make me call a Muslim my brother. Yeah. My brother from Zamunda. Make it sound like he hate them boys, how he done them. But he did have enough sense to send them where the Shamash rise.
That's right.
sent him over there where the Kuf at. This ain't important for me to know. I just take this book and we just take it down. We don't even need to do none of this no more. We just read the book because God can't fail. And he don't lie. Even though he don't exist. And he got a wife out in 1967 they found her. So what are we going to do with all the people that came before him didn't know in 66? Everybody before 66 who didn't know he had a wife. I got to get out of here, y'all. I'm bored, y'all. I'm just out here. I'm crazy. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. Didn't I tell you this is the most dangerous book on the planet? Tell me how you would have figured this out. How you would have put this together if you just had that book. But if you just had the King James, you could have pulled it out. What you did, you get there and you see conquer. You said, I just got to pray ask God for understanding. How you going to get it when God don't exist and you don't have the correct writing? Can you read for how it sound? So we can just see what, let's hear what we would have heard.
In one or where it says concubine?
I mean, just one, if you could just read it for us. Let's see how it reads. Don't we want to know y'all? Y'all know Tom Smith known for lying, and I stole my brother's wife. Listen.
Added Abraham.
That just makes so much sense right there. It is.
Took Ishah, whose name Keturah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm just curious what else it say.
She bore to him Zimram, Yokshan, Madan, Midian, Yashbak, Shuak.
Doing a good job with that fat tongue. That's Aubrey tongue now. It's that English that mess him up. You Aubrey, I can tell you, you ain't had no been speaking on English. Go ahead.
Yakshan, Yalit, Sheba, Dedan, Beni, Dadan, were Asherim, Lot Tushim, Liumim.
I wonder where the Chinese got low main from. Look at Janet, see if she on racist. Go ahead.
Beni, Midian, Afar, Afur, Kanuk, Abidah, Alda'a. All these were Beni of Keturah.
Mm-hmm.
Gave Abraham all that him to Yitzchak, to Beni's, his concubines, who were to Abram. Abram gave gifts while he was still living, sent them away from his Beni, Yitzchak, Kadama, which is eastward, to the land of Kadam, which is east.
Don't make sense. They ain't gonna believe it. That's where the Shamash rise. All that gonna be significant. That will put them Turkey. That will put them in Amram, Syria. All these areas that will put them in. So he would have sent them right in the region that would have bordered their Akim. Nevertheless, the dimness should not be as it was before when he lightly esteemed them. And afterward, he did more grievously affect them. See, the people that sat in darkness, Kashah, they saw a great oil. Unto them that sat in the regions of the shadow of Mut. You ain't gonna believe what happened. The Kuf, it are ordered unto him. But you had to be in the region. He still sent them somewhere in a region where they could be redeemed. They just made it look like you read it, like he just didn't care nothing about them. I mean, just the perception, just the mind boggling. Why wouldn't you want me to know that? Why wouldn't you want me to know that there were some people that are sitting out from him that would still be somewhat allied to us? He gave them something. Now, if he could get them a gift, couldn't I get the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh? The Abba, he was showing me that the Abba could still give a barak to his Benin. These crackers sat me over this Christian indoctrination, and though I couldn't receive a barak, a gift, and still get sent where the shamash was shining on me. His whole intent when he dispersed me out was me to still be where the shamash could shine on me. His whole intent was to send me, at least when he put me away, to send me somewhere where I could still get an ore, where I'll still be on the coastline. That bastard brought me inward. Made sure I get nothing. That's how it works. What I expect from my enemy? What I expect from my enemy? I can take it. As long as they want to man my equal, my guide. Since I know he coming, I'm going to hide myself, Dane. That's what they say, going to hide themselves. He said, I hid myself. Y'all all right? I'll let y'all go. I don't know. It's just me out here. It's out now. I don't know. It's crazy. What we going to do? What we going to do? Do we want to try to go this stuff and get accurate, or we just want to read by faith? Accurate. Everything on the line. Like Haywood always tell her, folk gave up a lot to get him. They tried to get Zach last night to agree with me last night. They said, Zach, just go and agree with him. If he's wrong, just go and agree with him. They said, we can't afford for a preacher to be wrong. Zach said, then I'll be wrong. They're like, and? They're like, we gave up nothing for you to be wrong. That's how we get him. I put some on Haywood. And Haywood said, what it is, preacher? What it is I said? He said, all right. He said, I got to go on and do it. He said, we can't afford to be wrong. He said, these guys have no idea how much I go through for them. That's what he said about y'all. He said, they don't have no idea how much I do, preacher. He said, you think they know how much I do for them? He said, we can't afford for you to be wrong, preacher. And you know, he said with me human, but at the same time, true. Do y'all understand we can't afford to be wrong? Right. I ain't talking about me. We can't afford to be wrong. Right. These are needful, prevalent information. We need to know this man had more than. Why would you just have me think he had two? Because I have to believe on him as the scripture. Let me say it for a second. What if this ain't scripture? You can't get it. Because if you don't believe, you can't be established. Why would a white man? Do you know what "saved" mean? Who wants a slave saved? Right. If that were the case, why would they fight the North about free labor, but give you the Bible? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Listen, Negro. I want you saved, boy, but I want you to escape. I'm gonna fight anybody to try to come get you out of here. That don't even make sense. That makes absolutely no sense. He told me if I don't believe it, I can't be established. Let me finish out here on Romans 10 and 1 right quick. I ain't even putting no work up here because I've been just talking and making up stuff by good, clean white people. No, I just make this up because I ran out. Romans, I put Matthew. I got people call me. God bless you, man of God. Been watching. I said, you couldn't have been watching me. I've been out of that stuff, but I go ahead and keep going. Bless these man. Folk don't realize, man, got to get that Holy Ghost. Yep. That's what they got again. They don't realize, man, God ain't going to lie. You're exactly right. God ain't going to go against himself. I said, you're exactly right. God will never do that. That's why he gave me that book. Because it wasn't intended for me to get away. It was intended for me to stay. Love them that hate me. Do good to them that do wrong to me. Servants, obey your master. Fear, reverence. Even if they don't treat me right. Who gonna give me that? Then tell me in the book of Jeremiah, pray not for them, for they good. How you? You send me negative vibes. Don't pray, then pray. Daus, I hate them that hate you. He said, no, we can't do that. It's been said. It's been said. Who said it? A lot of folks say it. A lot of folks say it. A lot of folks say it. You playing with my emotions. Because it's to keep me to where I'm passive. Listen. Romans 10:1. Listen.
Akim, my lob desire, and Palal to Elohim, for Yasharal is that they might be saved.
Listen.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Elohim.
But what's the problem?
But not according to knowledge.
Every Sunday worshiper, they got a zeal. That's why they going. Y'all don't know people got a zeal when they go. You can tell by the way they dress. You know, white folk got them and mess you up. Come as you are. We don't have no such custom. You come as you are, I'm going to send you back where you came. We have no such custom. I can condemn it all day long. None of it makes sense. The man said he was making us Kohans. You do know we had a attire we wore. It was for beauty and for glory. Think about how then they came. Well, you know what? Your church. What we'll do next Sunday. Who your favorite team is? Everybody wear your favorite team jersey. Everything dressed down so we can get people there. Do you understand? There's no such doctrine that we had. Your code will get ready to go back to the house of Elohim. You know what he told their family to do? And be clean. Guess why? We get ready to go to the house of Elohim. How do I have come as you are? If he look on the heart, it shouldn't matter what they wore. That messes them up every time. We ain't having that custom here. We have no such custom. White people get to dress up. The Kohen couldn't walk in they want. The Kohen had to wash his flesh. He had to put on the robe. He said it was for 29 one right quick. Ooh, Allah Shamu. We're not doing that. We're not going to do it here. These folks say they come to do it like that. Tell them go where your heart at. Tell God to meet their heart out there somewhere. Ooh, Allah Shamut. They call it Exodus 29:1 before I get ready to go. Listen to the book.
And this is the thing that thou shalt do unto them, to consecrate them to Sharath unto me in the Kahan's office. Take one young bullock and 2 rams without blemish, and unleavened masut lakam, and cakes, masut tempered with oil, and wafers, masut anointed with oil of wheaten flour, shalt thou make them, and thou shalt put them into one basket, and bring them in the basket with the bullock and the 2 rams. And Aharon and his bani thou shalt bring unto the door of the Mashakan of the Adah, and shalt wash them with Mem. And thou shalt take the garments and put upon Aharon the coat and the robe of the ephod, and the breastplate, and gird him with the curious girdle of the ephod. And thou shalt put the mitre upon his head, and put the Kadash crown upon the mitre. Then shalt thou take the anointing oil, and pour it upon his head, and anoint him. And thou shalt bring his bani, and put coats upon them, and thou shalt gird them with girdles, Aharon and his bani, and put the bonnets on them. In the Kahan's office shall be theirs for a perpetual statute. And thou shalt consecrate Aharon and his bani, and thou shalt cause a bullock to be brought before.
That's good. 28 is what I want. 28:1. 28:1. So I'm just trying to get how we're gonna use come as you are. Because it should be their service. Listen to the book.
And take thou unto thee Aharon thy Ak, and his Bani with him, from among the Banim of Yasharal, that he may Sharath unto me in the Kahan's office, even Aharon, Nadab, and Bahahu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aharon's Bani, and thou shalt make a Kodash, and thou shalt make Kodash garments for Aharon thy Ak, for kabod and for beauty. And thou shalt speak unto...
I don't know why that made difference. When God told David, he looked at his heart. Told him before they come in, they had to watch too. So before they come to the service, they got to watch, because it's always been about purifying. It's always been about how we look. I don't know where people got that from. We let the exterior try to cover up what in the interior. He said, I want both of them clean.
That's right.
He even told you, we knew better than that. How you wash a cup? You wash a cup and you ain't worry about the nasty stuff on the outside of it. You can't get out, you'll throw it away, won't you? You say it look nasty. Well, so does Elohim.
That's right.
I don't know where y'all get that stuff from. We're not doing that. We ain't gonna do no comings you out. You
That's
keep
right.
going where you going. That man, the man done told you he made us Kohanim and Malakim.
That's right.
Y'all didn't pay attention to the 29th chapter. When he told him to put the mitre on, who did he tell him to put on top of it? A crown.
Crown, that's right.
So we already knew that the Malak was going to be a Kohan. What you thought the people saw if they saw the Kohan come in and got a crown on top of the mitre? So he the Malak and the Kohan. That's what he made me. It perpetual for it. We're not doing no comings you all.
That's right.
That's what he was trying to tell. Same thing we read. Don't people go to church, they wear them big old hats because they got a zeal. It's just not according to knowledge. Pick me back up at 10 and 2. Where you live about 10 and 2? Romans 3. See, a lot of that stuff they don't fool. They fooled us with that. How you gonna use he done made us Kohan and Malakim and they'll say and told you what he meant Malakim and they'll show you what the man supposed to wear and you gonna do what you want to do. Because it's symbolism. Everybody that knew they didn't have it on, you not one. So you can identify. Come on, we learned that from Yahoo, from Yahoo. What he told them to do? He made vestures for all the worshipers of Baal. He said, so you can identify, and they were, guess what the worship of Baal was? They were going into the temple. He said, made vestures for all of them. Because they all needed a dress when they were going in there. You need one when you serving Elohim. That show you people with false worship had more sense than our people got today. Listen.
For they, being ignorant of Elohim Sadiq,
Yeah, if you supposed to be a Kohan and a Malakim, listen.
and going about to establish their own Sadiq,
And did what?
have not submitted themselves unto the Sadiq of Elohim.
Tell them why, son.
For Mashiach is the end of the Torah for Sadiq to every one that among.
Is the conclusion. Listen.
For Moshe describeth the Sadiq, which is of the Torah, that the Ish, which doeth those things,
Should do what?
Kai by them.
That's what we're supposed to do. Listen.
But the Sadiq, which is of Amonah,
Pay attention. I ain't even want this. Listen.
speaketh on this wise.
That what happened?
Say not in thine law,
What happened?
who shall ascend into Shamayim?
And what is that?
That is to bring Mashiach down from above.
Listen.
Or who shall descend into the deep? That is to bring up Mashiach again from the moot.
Listen. Where y'all got that from? For who? That's really good how you did that. You better get you a check. You're not finna do that. He gonna try to holler at him in English like he gonna like, you can't blame me. I don't even speak English. What you say? Who you say? Yahusha? Y'all got it from Yuna? Nah, he good. You gonna keep the checks though. Y'all just heard it in the 7th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. All he just told them, ask him Arts in the Arats. In the Arats or in Shamayim. He said he wouldn't do it. He just told you not to do it. Why you gonna do it? He said it's too much. He said you gonna weary Elohim? In the 7th chapter of the book of he just asked him that. Elohim just told him, said, ask me. You ask me for one in the deeps, in the depth, or ask me for one in the shine. He said, I'm not going to do that. And he told the people, don't worry him. That's how much you need to know your law. He already told, I know it's going to happen. He told them to ask. He said, I already know. He told the people to ask. The people to ask. He said, you're an evil, adulterous generation anyway. You're wicked. The man said, he told him, he said, no, I ain't going to ask that. He said, I'm not going to ask that. And he said, I told you that. He said, don't do that. He said, don't say that stuff. And she'll mess around to that stuff getting your law. So these folks get you out to the evil practice of you doing stuff. Don't worry about it. Listen.
But what saith it?
Do what?
The bar is nigh thee.
Even what?
In thy mouth.
Yeah.
And in thy lob.
Yeah.
That is the debar of Amunah.
Which we what?
Preach.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
For if thou shalt confess with thy mouth.
And do what?
The Adon Yahusha. And shalt amon in thy lob that Elohim have Zerak him from the moot.
What happened?
Thou shalt be saved.
Now read it the way they read it. What does it say in their language?
That if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thy heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved.
This book was intended to save me, Dave. That I was supposed to confess a Latin. I was supposed to confess that a theos that don't exist raised up a pig, and I was going to be saved. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. That I was supposed to believe this. Yep. That's all you have to do. And Christian people will fight you to the death on this statement. That you're supposed to confess with your mouth that God, something they made up, that they call theos for theoretical, theosis, not even mythical, raised up a pig from the ground, that you were going to be saved. And you tell me this is a book concerning my salvation. And if I don't believe that Jesus died and rose again, I'm going to hell. Another place that don't exist by the Greeks. I'm constantly entangled. Leon tell me, you don't mess around and go to hell. Sean tell me mess around and go to hell. I got Jasmine and I got Nigel telling me, man, you can dance. You got move. And then I got Chelsea talking about, you don't go to hell. So constantly being bombarded that if I don't want to go to fictional hell created by Greeks, I need to believe in fictional pig that were raised by fictional God. Who I feel so much better ain't going to hell now. Whew, that's a burden boy God got off of me. You're being bombarded. Just being bombarded. How many people they have ran out there done led astray? Come on, finish this up.
For with the lob ish amon unto Sadiq, and with the mouth confession is made unto Yahshua.
That's why they don't want me to confess the right thing. Kind of like when they tell you, like them boys y'all seen them for up there in New York. Just tell us, son, then we let you go home. They let them go too, didn't they? You see what happened with that confession? All you gotta do is confess the wrong statement. Got them boys locked up too, didn't they? But they confess. What were they told though? If they confess, go ahead and let you go home. They got you confessing. You can go and go to heaven. You confessing. Come on down here while the doors of the church is open. Come one, come all. The doors of the church are always open. There's a net just dragging and sucking niggas over. They damaged us bad. Yeah, opportunity he told us was call you upon Yahuwah while he was near. They done told it was always open. I don't know how this happened. It ain't always open. There's a window of opportunity. There's a window of opportunity for salvation. So I don't know how the door's been open when he closed them. He even told you I open a window. All you can have is a window of opportunity for salvation. He even told you to bring all ye that tired into, you bring that in through the door. But he said, I open up a window. So there's a window of opportunity for salvation. Not like these people told her that nothing we had where the gates stayed open. Jerusalem gates were shut at Layla and on the Shabbats. But the doors are always open. That makes sense? Which was telling you that there was an opportunity. Why would you tell me, Chris, the doors of the church are always open? What you trying to get me to believe, Chris?
Right.
That I can be a procrastinator.
Yep.
If the door is always open, there's no immediate reason for me to run in. All this is part of the psychosis of making people comfortable. You're not supposed to be comfortable. Listen, try to hold on to that day. I know you're getting tired, but you'll wake up when you eat. Probably them veggie burger with the real cheese. It says all natural grass, all natural organic grass, no meat product by meat product. I just had cheese on it. He said, I did have cheese. I said, you could have went on and got the regular burger. I said, David, make sense them folks get you an all natural organic burger for 50 cents more than a Whopper. Grass either need to be way cheaper or way more expensive. If I got to flip 50 cents, I'm just going to go and get that regular burger. If 50 cents, the only thing making a difference between here, I can lose 50 cents. I can put that 50 cents in my pocket, man. Go on, eat that regular burger. How many of y'all with me on that? Now you said like this all natural, all that, this thing like $2 something. You like, they must have really done something on there. They going up, $4, $5 more. Like McDonald's got a real burger. It's not like that Big Mac now. It's more money. You be like, what's the difference? They like, again, this is the price of this one. This is the price of business. They like, I ain't trying to lose no business. Whichever one you want to get, but use your head. This ain't that much more expensive because it's the same thing, the Big Mac. 50 cents, that's a toss-up. That's like choosing a whore or a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no this is the same thing in it. 50 cents, then he put cheese on it. Now that took it up. The cheese more expensive than the burger was. Listen to the book.
For the scripture saith,
what did it say?
Whosoever among on him.
See that? Whosoever among on him
shall not be ashamed.
Shall not be. Why would you tell me should not be ashamed? You know how I read this? That means if I believe on him, I shouldn't walk around with my head down. He would actually tell me would not be confounded, be put to shame. He was not going to put you out for a spectacle, embarrassment. But they made it like it was you not being ashamed. So if you're ashamed, they were told about believing on Yahuwah and them not being confounded, confused, or perplexed. Listen.
For there is difference.
Well, he said different. We'll take it where they say it. We'll just take it how they said it. I'll still work it out. Let's see what he said.
For there is no difference between the Yehudi and the Greek.
The only problem I got with that is the fact of when we read in the book, we read in the book of Bereshit, the 10th chapter, it just told me by these were the eyes of the Gentiles. Now, we descended from Shem. Now, why wasn't Shem and Cum, why weren't they named as far as other nations? Because we only heard that Japhet were Gentiles. So there had to be a difference to tell me that the coastline them were Gentiles. Because you did not tell me that Cum was a Gentile. How did we come up with Ethiopia with Gentiles? If you told me that Japhet, by these, the isles, coastland of the Gentiles were set up. So what did you tell me about the other two boys? That they weren't Gentiles.
Right.
Now the Greeks come from Gentile lineage. Now you just told me in writing that there's no difference between them and me. I'm confused. You shouldn't have never told me. Boston, can we see how I read in 10 and 1 so I can find if he said something like that? Because we don't want to mess nothing up, right?
That's right.
Do that make sense? You got 3 boys. Why are you just telling me one of them was Gentile? You should have told me Cum was a Gentile. That don't make no difference. This don't make no difference. But he just saying no different. Now you could come back to correlate and say they all descended from the same Abba, but you told me that this man were Gentiles. We refer to Gentiles as dogs. Shaul told me that we're not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles who know what? Not. And you telling me now it's no difference? Why would you tell me in writing that these people, 1 Thessalonians 4. All I want to do is I'm just trying to get it. All I want to do is just make sure we're right. Because the people that tell me ain't no difference between them are the same people that wrote my book. If Ted Bundy wrote a book about bad, nasty serial rapists and killers, I guarantee he wouldn't put his name in it. If there was a book about good one with honest intent that loved the victims, his name would be in there. In his book. Because he would want a woman to think good about a raper and about a murderer and a killer. That's why he'll tell me when I look at him, say, you know what? Man, I'm fine with them. We the same people. Ain't no difference in us but the color. Let's see what the same man that told me in Romans 10 and 13 with that statement. Let's see what he told me in 1 Thessalonians 4 and 1. Listen to the book.
Furthermore, then, we beseech you, our King,
That what?
and exhort you by the Adon Yahusha, that as ye have received of us how you ought to walk,
You don't receive how you ought to walk. So for what reason?
and to please Elohim.
So you can please Elohim. That's how the people of Nineveh knew what to do. You know the unit, they had to go in there and tell them and sit down and have a class with them on what to do. See, what y'all got to get sack. What is sackcloth? Sack of potato? No, dummy. That's like an animal skin. You take it, goat skin, and you will put it on you for clothing. Ashes, you talking about don't wear no lotion, go get in the water and jump out? No, stupid. Ashes, when you burn wood and you have the residue of it, and you sit in the ashes. Because we don't know nothing about this. How do these people know about this stuff? Which means they weren't Gentiles and they knew Elohim. Let's see what they told us. Furthermore, then you beseech you, that as you receive of us how you ought to walk, so you can please,
Elohim,
so that you will abound.
more and more.
For you don't know.
For ye know
I know. What do I know?
what Amar we gave you.
That you fiction, you conjured up yourself?
For ye know what Amar we gave you
By who?
by the Adon Yahusha.
That means I gotta know him. I have to know his conversation. I have to know his will when you talking. Listen.
For this is the will of Elohim,
Even what?
even your consecration
That do what?
should abstain from Zanuth, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel,
In what?
consecration,
And?
in honor,
Not in what?
in the lust of concupiscence,
Even.
as the Gentiles,
Yafet.
which know not Elohim.
There's no difference between me and the Greek. I know he don't know we the same thing. He a whoremonger, a liar, his paintings, his writing, and he just like me. Are y'all confused? You just told me, why would you call someone a Gentile? And you tell me it ain't no difference between me and a Gentile. I'm just asking questions. I have a question. Read 10:13 again for him. Romans, listen.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
For there is no difference between the Yehudi and the Greek.
By these was the isles of the Gentile, coastland. They don't even know him. This is confusing. You know why they're confusing? Because I got a book, transgender, Greek. But the Romans were in power. So now I have to ask me, what's the connection between these Romans and the Greeks? The book, when you lexicon Latin, you're going to come up with your Greek. This is Greek. They're telling you Greek. But the Roman was in rule. The Romans could have took this out. That's how they work. Romans 1:14. Some of y'all might want to leave and go and join back with your Christian brothers and sisters. Find the church of your choice. Well, I got someone that got some Christian brothers and sisters. They praying for their Christian brothers and sisters out there. I might catch you doing it here. It's going to be idol worship. Right. It's going to be idol worship. We're going to cut it off. Listen, it's going to be life for life. We ain't going to let you escape either. Listen.
1:14?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I am debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians, both to the wise and to the unwise. So, as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the debar to you that are at Rome also. For I am not ashamed of the debar of
Hold for a
Mashiach.
minute. Stop. The man owe. If you're a debtor, that means you owe. The Greeks in Rome. You owe the Greeks whose empire was already down, because your book is not written to Greek, it's written to Romans. It's written to Rome territory. Our people in Rome. But you start out telling me you owe the Greeks. Then you're going to preach to them at Rome. The Greeks at Rome. The only way it's going to make sense, you're going to be speaking to Greek Yehudi.
That's right. That's right.
That's always going to
Only
make
way.
sense.
That's right. That's right.
That the Greeks he was referring to were Greek-speaking Yehudi.
Come on. That's right.
And because they were born in the region under the rule, they were called Greeks. Not Greeks that oppressed and ruled over us. Otherwise, we're going to have confusion. Nahum 13, about 11. They call it Nehemiah. Listen to the book.
And I came to Jerusalem and understood of the Rasha that Oyashabi did for Tobiah in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the Beth of Elohim. And it grieved me sore. Therefore I cast forth all the Beth stuff of Tobiah.
I said, "Fine, I throw this shit out. I throw that shit out of there. I say it for him. I be the one said I throw this shit out." Listen.
Out of the chamber. Then I Amar, and they cleansed the chambers, and thither brought.
So what kind of praise was that? Now I throw your shit out. I had to clean up behind it. But I just come here any kind of way I want to and look any kind of way. I threw his shit out, Daniel. Then I went through cleansing the place, washing, because it was a place of purification. Listen,
And thither brought I again the vessels of the Beth of Elohim, with the meat offering and the frankincense.
Yeah.
And I perceived that the portions of Louis had not been given them, for Louis and the Sherim that did the work were fled, every one to his field. Then contended I with the Shar, and said, why is the Beth of Elohim forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their Malkum. Then brought all Yehuda the tithe of the corn and the new wine and the oil unto the treasuries.
So you know what? Y'all condemn. Because he was saying, tell you, he pulled them back from working. Louis was out in the field, they were working. And he saw it, he came back and let them know they didn't have no business doing it.
That's right. That's right.
See, when the apostle was sitting there was a murmur among them and the Grecians concerning their women being neglected in the daily administration. You know what the apostle told them? We weren't finna go in the field and do this. We were not finna leave it. They said we're going to give ourselves to Belial. And they had to stay on top of this debauch because you're correcting a lot of stuff that been wrong. He let the people know, y'all doing wrong. This is wrong. Because you got them out here doing what you're doing. We need to pull them back. They need to be in here and stand on top of this work we got going on. Y'all see how important this is? Just little statements. If you just kept this book and you were real honest, genuinely praying, trying to find out and stay with this book, you still be lost. Honest, genuine, really trying to find help, make heaven your home, you would be lost. Because you can't get enough information with this book. A lot of these statements are going to really throw you. Listen to the book.
And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shalemiah the Kohan, and Zadok the scribe, and of Louis, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan, the ben of Zakur, the ben of Mattaniah, for they were counted Amunah, and their office was to distribute unto their Akim. Remember me, O my Elohim, concerning this.
What happened?
And wipe not out my two deeds that I have done for the
Look at that. I threw his shit out in the street, then I prayed about it. Best believe I prayed about it. Remember me. Throw this shit in the street. Got it out of him. I cleaned it up. He said it was a good work. This was a tomb work I did. Y'all don't like that, do you?
Yeah.
Listen.
And wipe not out my two deeds that I have done for the Beth of my Elohim.
And I'm glad he did, because I can read it now. He said, he made sure while they sitting there messing around on the book, he said, make sure y'all put that in now. He threw his shit in the street. He said, they gonna need to know that Smith coming. See, he left this a good deed. He left it in now so I can find it. That's a good deed to get. Listen, getting Jesus Christ, throw that shit in the street. Let them people have it. Get it and cleanse the place. That's how important it was that we knew about purifying. They knew some contaminated being that had to come in and you had to cleanse it. Then I've been doing unclean work. What am I going to need to do with me? Cleanse it so I could bring in the vessel of Yahuwah, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. That's why we've been saying limited. Why he did that before he brought the vessel of Yahuwah's in? Because once Yahuwah come in, he automatically just cleanse it. Don't work like that. Clean that up, then I'll come in. You clean that up, and then I can come in now. Even Yahushua tried to tell you when an unclean ruach going out of a man, he ain't gonna believe what happened. Huh? And when he come back, you know how you find it? Swept, and you got it. So we understood purifying before you get it. Whole lot of things been holding us up. You ain't up purified. Haven't been purified. He can't come in there, still unclean. A lot of times what hinder is acts, little acts we hadn't gave up, we hadn't forsaken, we hadn't gotten rid of. You hadn't cast it away from you, and it'll hold you back. It's way not hard that people make it. It's just they made it difficult by giving you misinformation. Listen.
And for the offices thereof.
Listen.
In those Yamim saw I in Yehuda some treading wine presses on the Shabbat,
What happened?
and bringing in sheaves and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and
You good,
figs,
Princess. Keep going.
and all manner of burdens which they brought into Jerusalem on the Shabbat Yom.
Yeah.
And I testified against them in the Yom wherein they sold victuals.
What happened?
There dwelt Anashim of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware.
T, what that Tyre? Yeah, some of our people. Some folks still coming from the coastland. Why would they bring fish if they went on the coastland? Coastland people. Listen.
And sold on the Shabbat unto the Benim of Yehuda and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the...
You know what Yahushua told them, didn't it? He told about Tyre and Sidon. How it's going to be more tolerable to them in the day of judgment. You start seeing the eggs right here. They were breaking the Shabbat. He even told them that. He told you these folks it's going to be more tolerable. He told them about what they done. Tyre and Sidon, he said, you know what? It's going to be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in judgment. It's going to be for you. Come on, what? So if you were coming, you were bringing fish to set me, you know I'm a nigga, I eat fish. On a Saturday? Country is Saturday. Hold on for a minute. On Saturday, here in Grady, we go early morning, we go to the market. He getting fish. We getting mullet, they call Popeyes. We getting catfish. Gonna get some cheap whiting, some stuff like that. Come home, bring them. We eating fish on Saturday. Them folks make our train grab. Man, public, he got that mullet, got some snapper. Got that snapper on sale. Let me get it. Bam! Finna go to Sheol. These folks get you all. And then you know what they do? Most of your farmer market, a lot of they sale these folks got, you ain't believe they have them. Look where your coupon went the last day of the sale. Best sale they ever had. Best sale in the earth. It's on the coupon. No sale ever like this on the earth. Just come, everything free. You know they put it out? Saturday. No, not Saturday. 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 They already know you're Yehuda. They make sure you get a coupon. You said, man, I've been waiting Saturday. Trying to think, is it lawful to do good? Because they're going to be a sin. Because I can go right out of Shabbat service. We preacher get through it just like, really, time law, we don't know when a day in. Start doing that logic. Theoretics. Come on, finish this up.
Then I contended with the nobles of Yehuda, and said unto them,
what did you say?
What rasha thing is this that you do and profane the Shabbat Yom?
So what happened?
Did not your Abba thus, and did not our Elohim bring all this rasha upon us and upon this city?
Mm-hmm.
Yet you bring more wrath upon Yasharal by profaning the Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass that when the Daleth of Jerusalem...
That tight. I'll teach y'all something else. Listen.
Began to be kashak before the Shabbat, I amar that the Daleth should be shut, and charged that they should not be open till after the Shabbat.
Y'all see what we got? Man, we got some change we're going to make. He asked Yehuda to remember him. According to 2 words, the man locked the door before the Shabbat came in, just to make sure the people didn't get out there and mess up. He knew they'll start playing them games like, come for a minute. If you look out across there, you can see it's still some light back up.
Right.
Out that way. He said, I want to cut it out. Just close the door. I'm just looking what he said. He closed before it started. He saw, because you start playing games on what you see. It's going to be an argument now. I see it. Leon said, Leon, it's not, okay, is it dark in China? Because really my family Chinese, we from Asia. It's funny, you start playing, in your mind you start trying to jump, so they said in that. Before the Shabbat get him, just go ahead and just close it. It close enough, just close the gate and just end it. We got to be practical. We going to do that. That's what the man said in that. Y'all know we done it before. Before the sun go down, we said, preacher, come here, preacher. Yeah, I can't hardly see nothing. I'm 5 steps in front of Mike, though. Preacher, ain't it down there? He's like, They started, then somebody else point someone with a light shooting up in the air from some streets out there from the spreadway. You like, man, this thing all confused. Just leave it alone, just wait. I declare when the cougar bean come out, you see, they're gonna be dark. Cause and I can only go with that one by a sheet. I know I'm justified. Cause he told them to rule over the Layla. So if you ain't got no rule, I shouldn't see you. If it ain't your time, I shouldn't see you now. Yeah, if it's not when the fullness of what did Elohim do? He called his men the Kukabim too now. So when the Kukabim come out now, that declared the rule done came in. I can only use that now because I'm gonna stay with Basha. Basha, you agree with that? What you think? Tell you? That's the only I'm saying I'm gonna declare. Because then he declared the Kukabim to be his menim. When Yahushua told him what he saw, the Yari, the Shamash, and he saw the Kukabim all do honor, his other said, what mean you, me, your mother, and your Akeem? So the Kukabim referred to the son. That's a ruling on Ur. So when he come out, I know the rule done come. Now I'm only looking at this, I gotta look at my eyes. See, I gotta stay where I can be justified. I take correction coming from the book. Took my correction. I don't want to be a bastard. Make sense for y'all? Cougar Bean come out, I know who rule done come in. So like I knew when he came. I know it got a significance because the Cougar Bean stood over the Yarlet.
That's right.
Then the Cougar Bean stand over. All way to do it had to have rule. One son was bearing reference to another one. That was a message inside a message. Come on, finish this up.
And some of my Abadim said I at the Dolph that there should no burden be brought in on the Shabbat Yom.
Yeah.
So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall?
I'm not a violent man. I don't believe in violence. I'm a prayer warrior. What happened?
If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
That's what I'm talking about. Real nigga been established. Well, you know, as a Christian, I never read that in my life. I not read the whole book. I ain't never heard no preacher talk about nothing nowhere near that. Never touched that. Because if they did, they said, that was back when the people was in sin. And I say, amen. Because you think about how much, do you understand how much reading we did with no understanding and just agreeing and consenting to? That man just threatening people. I'm going to bust your ass, you be out here when I come next week. I felt like, yeah, man, get us together. You definitely ain't a child of Jesus. Man, tell him, you gotta understand, and the man Palau asked, he should have got a message, said, man, you can't do that. That's not my way. With 11 candles have I drawn thee. I'm trying to tell you, it's just different what folks told her. Come on, finish this, so I gotta get out of here.
From that time forth came they no more on the Shabbat.
So they believed. So them people had opportunity to be saved. Because these folks believe. They depart back out there, you don't believe. I'm going to make you a believer. That's when you make a nigga a believer. Now he don't put out mouth, he looking, I'm sure next Shabbat he would die early to make sure. He said, they outside the gate, I'm whooping their ass. I got to show them. I can't do that talking. It wasn't going to be no talking that Shabbat. So it's all right to tear some ass up on Shabbat. If it's involved in trying to defame the Shabbat. Because what's he going to be in transgression? They want to make sure. Because he could have said, I'll get y'all Sunday morning. He said, they're going to be a light work. And I'm going to be blameless.
Yep, that's right.
Blameless. Listen.
And I amar Louis that they should cleanse themselves and that they should come and keep the Dolph to consecrate the Shabbat Yom. Remember me, O my Elohim, concerning this also.
Goodness. Go ahead.
And spare me according to the greatness of thy Rakam. In those Yamim also saw I Yahudim that had married a Shah of Ashdod of Ammon and of Moab.
What happened?
And their Benim spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Yahudim's language, but according to the language of each arm.
What happened?
And I contended with them, and all of them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair.
Goodness, man. He ain't tell him, stay your hand, Malcolm. Stay your hand. He's like, man, let it go. Knock the hell out. Just see all them joking. Lick your hand with that thing, just dig it. Put a little spit right there behind it. So the reason why I went him, because I'm trying to put together a correlation. There's no difference between the Yehudi and the Greek. So I have to look at this from the perspective of our law. Now, these Yehudi spake in Ashdod, would make them the people of Ashdod. If you speak their language, just like you speak English, and that will make you an American in America. But you're Yehudi, but you're American. That's the only thing gonna get me to correlate and try to get a consensus to with a person that is a Yehudi from Yehudah to accept you and to say there's no difference between an American and a Yehudi. Because you're of us, it's just you're in a different region and you've been stuck with the language. Because you couldn't possibly tell me that a Greek is equivalent to me. Now when you told me that a Gentile is a dog, this is going to contradict. But just using this statement of these people couldn't even speak in our language, then you would more or less correlate them with the region they would be in. Or correlate them with their language, because you call it Ashdod. You know who's speaking Ashdod? Ashdodians. Because otherwise, I'm going to be confused with this whole situation. Y'all got me? Then you just told me that you was a debtor to the Greeks. It had to be Greek-speaking Yehudi. Because you started there. But then at 16, you told me to the Yehudi first. Then also to the, what you gonna call it, Greek. Because our book started with them going and speaking to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Then they dispersed out to the lost sheep. A Greek wouldn't be a lost sheep. A Greek would be a lost angel.
Right.
Or a New England. That's why ain't gonna make sense. Neo England. They're new. So these people working us over here. Everywhere we go, they working us. You got the new angels, revived angels, playing the lost angels, the city of angels. How am I win? How am I win with this kind of stuff going on? I'm sitting here thinking, I'm just looking at two teams, that this is a major rivalry, and I'm going to say it, but this is basically angels fighting angels. I'm watching a big Greek giant practice going on, and I'm being played the whole time. I don't even know what's going on. He don't believe what they're doing. They count by 7 and 3s. You counted by 7s too. And you're going to be in the 2 for 3 days. These people got a lot going on out here. We're just sitting out here just trying to catch on, or we just trying to just sit back and enjoy. And the whole time we're just getting raped and played. Because we don't know just how deep what's going on. Because you got markers on lines, you got a lot. And we just thinking these just 10 yards away. And we don't know, these people got a whole nother system going on that we absolutely know nothing about. We just enjoy. I'm just a fan of the game. It's a lot going on. A lot to be questioned. You know what I'm saying? It's just a game. It's serious. You don't pay nobody no $300 million or no $100 million, no $125. Not no game you don't. You don't pay nobody no $45 million, not no game. It got to be more to it. Got to be more to it. And it ain't nothing but a slave trade. Bring them in, put them out there, put them in the drawer, weigh them, and trade them out to somebody else. Nothing but a slave trade. Move you from here to over there, trade you from there, and give me him, and he go here, and they go there, and they go there. Then you got a slave, you ain't got a handler. I'm sorry, agent. They go and negotiate with the slave master, and that thing they come and say, I got you now. You going to set and set. He ain't smart enough to do it. The word we'll use for that, put up on now. Can you see that word for you? That's why I'm Leon. Agent. We up yet? Some was in the kitchen at Morrison's. Some was in the kitchen, I knew. Look at it. Leave it. Watch him leave. Watch him. Yeah, now. Jealousy. Ain't no I could dance like that, did it? Yeah, should be coming up any month. There you go. Regent. A person appointed to administer a country because the monarch is a minor or is absent or incapacitated. A regent or an agent. He's a minor. That's what I'm representing. You need an agent. Because you don't know how to say. I mean, but you weren't supposed to catch that though. That's right, exactly. Like Leon, a grown man. What you doing with an agent? I mean a regent. That's right. They got all kind of words for you. Is this archaic? What is it? I'll slide it back. Oh, it's old French, Latin. Middle English. Come back down. Back up, I'm sorry. Northern American. Oh, a member of a governing body of a university or other academic institution, acting as a regent for a monarch. Well, these people been acting for us a long time.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna believe it. You might say, well, that won't work for me because you don't say they ain't absent. They just missed the last word I got for them. Minded.
Yeah.
Now put the word together. Absent-minded. Because you've been absent-minded, these people been acting for you. You're actually a ruler, an emperor. But since you've been absent-minded, you've been incapacitated because you've been a Negro and a slave and a jigaboo and a monkey. This man been your regent.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get. I know y'all tired. Get out here. We ain't talking about salvation. Let y'all go. I'm just killing y'all time, telling y'all all this stuff. It's just things we got to look at. We got to see. Finish that 13, 10, 13. Y'all get ready to go. Get ready. Let's take some money if you got it. Cause I know y'all gonna do wrong and you're gonna steal and you're not gonna do what you're supposed to do. But Malcolm, y'all brought that up too now. He said he contended with the people because they hadn't done right. We got to get out here, minister, share that we got to scuffle and work and try to peel up and do. And we need to be trying to stay on top of that book. Y'all know y'all like to depend on this. All right, then keep playing with it. It's your life. If you don't know it, and we don't know it, all you at the worst, Sheol. Middle Sheol. If you're real close to it, Sheol. You can't be never accurate. It's that important. It's that important that everything you're doing is going to be a wash away. if we don't get this right. Come on, finish this up. 10 and 13 Romans. Listen.
For whosoever shall call upon the Shem of their done shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not a mind?
You're exactly right. Shall ask the question that they definitely know and they can use against it. How can you call on someone that you have not believed? You have believed in Jesus Christ and him crucified. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. So how in the world are you going to call on Yahushua when you've heard nothing about him? What else?
And how shall they amon on him of whom they have not heard?
And shall I they told you, told Shaul, we ain't even heard whether it be a Ruach HaKodesh. He's like, how they gonna get it? They hadn't even heard. You know, I had the Ruach HaKodesh, I ain't even know it. Couldn't have. You ain't even heard if it even be one. You ain't even heard of how you even get it. Or who's the person that actually distributed it. And that's where they left us at for all these years. Your mama, my grandmama, your great-granddad, and other ancestors. That's how they left you. There has never been a plan of escape. This is a plan of keeping you in prison because you don't know the name, you don't know the language, you don't know the plight. Therefore, you stay in the same situation. And you convince yourself and you lie to yourself that you are still saved. The manager asked you that. If you ain't even believe, he asking you a question. How you going to do it? This is Shaul telling you, not the Greeks. He's telling you, how can you do it? If you don't know, you hadn't heard, how you going to believe if you don't even know what to believe? So them being Yasharal ain't enough. Oh, we'll agree. We know how people Yasharal, Yehuda. But how are you going to be saved if you don't know what you're supposed to believe? How you going to believe something you hadn't heard? And what else got to happen, Chris?
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
And he's going to give you a reverend and a priest and a prophet. He made sure. You know he got this from. It's in your book. It's in your book. They made Kohanim of the lowest of the people. Because they looked at what would be the benefit to them. It wouldn't be one. He said they'll kill me and they'll return to their Elohim. Your own made that statement. So he set the worst of the people up. People that will have no intent on you turning back. If he set them up and the whole plight was for you not to return back, what would he instruct them to teach you? He taught them that their salvation was somewhat different. He sat and he defiled the house. That's why Malcolm, y'all knew they came in, they had to cleanse the temple. This has never been a plan of you being saved. Never happened. We're coming along there and we're unmasking the lie. But the truth of the matter got to be, folks, we got to admit, we've been led astray by these people. And we cannot trust their writers. We cannot trust their interpretations because these people are deliberate intent liars. You write statements and you just leave it as though God left it a mystery. When Boston just clearly read y'all from how it would have read that he added, not after his wife died, he remarried, that he added. You can't add to something you don't have. Statement makes sense for me to believe, other than some kids magically appeared from somewhere. That Keturah singular meant plural women. You only did that because you wanted me to wrestle in my mind and you wanted me to say, you know what? I don't believe nothing. How easy would it have been to just tell me that he added Keturah? Would have left me out of any kind of wrestling in my mind. But you need me to wrestle. Because you know what Cup said do? I'll do that with all the scripture to my own destruction. He left you to wrestle with it so it will work to your demise. All right? What else happened? And
How shall they preach except they be sent.
That's it. How they gonna do it if he don't send them? Verse said Dave appointed and made them, or you just go to the school and the man give you the degree, just jump out and just start teaching people. Because that's what you always wanted to do. We're looking to fix this. Y'all got it? That's how it goes. It's going to take some time. This ain't overnight. I can't do this in one unit. The people are many. And we're in the season of much ma'im. He never realized when the people transgress, he did it. Oswald told him the same thing. He said, we can't fix it. He said, it's not no one or two things. He said, it's too many of us. It's too many of us too deep down in the plot. It's going to take some time to fix this and clean it up. So if y'all looking for an overnight hit, you ain't going to get here. Go smoke crack. It's going to be a great work. We just caught a couple of statements and we done gone back and then got us looking at what in the world? You think these are the only ones? You think they just got 2 or 3, 5 or 12? This whole book had been an intent since the time he gave it to us. Don't read, the nigga read. I can't win. Don't go to school, law against it, the nigga need to go to school, get a law. Let me keep my kids at home, they don't get to come lock me up. Why? Because your kids need to go to school. For what? So they can learn and read. That's the law. What happened to the law that nigga didn't go to school, nigga couldn't read?
That's right.
It's too many laws for me to keep up with them. You change them every year.
Yep.
That's good.